Hello and welcome everybody. Hi, happy Friday. It's Vlad. Um, Still waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? Dude, what a day. How's it going, my dude? It's going pretty good. Today's been pretty chill day. Kids were actually really good today. Um, but no, I've actually been thinking about a lot of stuff that's going on in the Ashes community right now, and it's kind of funny because like the sentiment of the kind of sentiment that's like going on right now. Um, Release the files. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, man? TikTok, Steven. Yeah, we're waiting, dude. We're waiting. Honestly, like I feel like there's just a lot of people in the community right now that are like on edge, and this is the same thing I'm going to tell, or I'll kind of repeat the same kind of sentiment, the same kind of statement I said before when we were feeling this way. If you aren't happy with the current progress, if you aren't, feeling fulfilled in this test, please just step away. Like, it's for your own good. It's for your own mental health. And if you want to be angry about the state of the game, the state of systems, like, do it. Like, go leave feedback on every single system that makes you pissed off or that makes the game feel worse. Like, I'm actually preparing something right now for treasure maps because, whew, man, do I have a lot to say about the system right now. But yeah, like I would really just say, like, just take a step back, man. Come back in a couple of months. You know what I mean? Go play another game. Go chill out with your family. Go, hang out with your girlfriend, hang out with your wife, and just kind of step away. There's so many people in the Ashes community that feel almost like obligated to log in even when they're feeling like crap, or they're feeling like they hate the game, they hate what's going on, they hate, like, it's just it's like you don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to, like, log in if you're not enjoying your time. You know what I mean? Like, and I think, it like most things, um we see it's not like early P2, the vibe is odd. Yeah, the vibe is odd. I mean, it's odd because people, let me see, let's go. You always answer all my questions so thoroughly. Thank you so much. I'm excited to catch your stream. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. It's always good to have you, man. Thank you for showing up, man. Um I know we're testing, but games are supposed to be fun. If you're not, take a break. It's all good. Yeah, no, and the thing is that, like, I think what's frustrating some people is the fact that they were having fun, and now it feels like we're not having fun. Like, we had gameplay loops that were fun. Those gameplay loops feel taken away. Like, that's the kind of thing that I see more than anything right now is, like we talk about caravans, or caravans are really good in P2, not so good right now in P3. And crates right now is what everyone's running. And crates, I've argued this even as a PvEer, like, I don't think crates are particularly, like, compelling content in that sense. But I feel like you could just nerf it. And what I would like to see from crates is basically a return of form from caravans that, you would want to incentivize, like, to actually run the caravan instead of the crate. But I feel like, again, if you steal a crate, like, you should be labeled a combatant. And that's just like Glint, right? How Glint has stolen on it. The same thing should happen from the crate. And I feel like what we should do in every single zone is have, like, this permanent lawless area. And what that does is it allows you to go into that area to turn in the stolen crate, right? So you basically can't go as a combatant into a settlement, right? So you would have to turn in that stolen crate into specific lawless stations, basically. And I think that would actually be pretty cool. You know what I mean? And I think those loops would provide really interesting gameplay for PvPers, which is, I know what they want. They want PvP. But again, I also feel like the gold incentive is just too much. It's just too much. And I feel like you need to make caravans at a base level better, because mules right now, I honestly thought were going to be as slow as caravans. I totally like thought that that was going to be the case. Honestly, my original intent for a mule was I thought mules were going to have bobs attached to them. I did not think a mule was going to be just a mount. Like I really didn't. I thought it was going to be sort of like a smaller, like a smaller version of a caravan, basically, right? Like a wagon with like a bob, and that was that, right? So it's still acting like a caravan, but the fact that you're kind of making it into a mount is what I think, and then the speed attached to that is what I think that's just not, that's not good. I haven't run a single crate. LMIO, just been mining. Well, I've been doing a lot of professions. I've mostly been doing sports fishing, freshwater sports fishing, more to be exact. I'm also starting to get burned out. I farmed a basilisk and then started to burn. Another reason why I burned is because my guildie's got to 25 and I'm stuck at 18 and I can't really find people to play with. I'm actually level 17. I don't know if you're on Shoal, but I haven't really been concentrating on leveling, to be honest with you. I haven't really been paying too much attention to like my level. I've just been doing stuff that I've been wanting to do, like my own little projects, and I just been leveling kind of naturally. But yeah, there's a lot of my guildies that are level 25 too. But what's waiting for you at level 25 though? Can you do the Harbingers event? No, it's broken. Is there PvP to be had? Not really. So what's the point? That's why, like literally, like that's why I don't really focus so much on leveling, because there's truly nothing awaiting you there. It's a dead end. And it's kind of like, it's been this way for a while, to be quite honest with you. So I've never really been that person to like run to a dead end as fast as possible. It's just not what I want to do, You see, I wasn't having fun when I was leveling tanks, since tanking is all I know in MMOs. Then I switched to fighter and I'm having fun. I do miss caravans. Wish people would do them on my server. Yeah, I mean, and again, it's because I have seen people do caravans, but it's nothing like the way it was in P1 or even P2. It's nothing like that. It's very much like small time, or, very rarely will you see a caravan, but I do see them, but I just don't see them as often as I did. I thought mules were going to be like, oh, I can do these mini crates and get some money to start process/crafting. I'm not making 40 gold a day doing this. Well, and again, I feel like regardless, the no-lifers are always going to make a shit ton of money because they're playing all day, right? If you're literally playing Ashes 12 to 18 hours, which I know a couple of people who are, I call them terminally online Ashes people. Like they're on the game for a long fucking time. They're always going to get ahead. Like you're never going to really stop those people. And I don't really want to stop them in a sense. Like if you're not happy with those people getting ahead of you, I'm sorry, but you're literally playing the wrong game. Like this is not going to be that kind of MMO where we're going to literally gatekeep or throttle, I think is a more accurate word, these top end players to basically help out the people like myself, right? Like the casual dads or the people that only have a couple hours to play, so we can all be on an equal playing field. I don't want to play that kind of an MMO either. Like I'm totally fine with having people to be way ahead of me, way outgeared me or whatever. Like they put in that effort, they put in that time, they should be able to. Like I don't personally care. Like I think it's terrible when an MMO actually throttles everybody. So it's like it basically gives everything like at a drip feed as far as content, as far as gearing, as far as just everything. It just doesn't feel good at that point. Content wise, in terms of launch readiness, what percentage would you say Ashes is complete? Ooh, we're still in the teens in my mind. We still have a long way to go. We still have like 90% at best, 85. Like we have a while to go. And this is why I don't know, like I don't, I'm trying to think of how to say this. I don't want people to get so invested in this alpha, because really this alpha is meant for you to see a system at its current state. And then do you agree with this state? Do you not agree with this state? Leave your feedback. Like that's the frame of mind you need to have. And as soon as you start losing that and you start focusing on the game aspects, on the thing of making what we have into some kind of a workable game for you, that is only going to lead to your destruction, your inevitable destruction of your mind, of your body, of your psyche, of everything. Because yes, you can actually formulate a game out of this so far, but it's not a compelling one, nor is it a deep one, nor is it really a good one at that. I mean, I like it, right? But the things I like aren't really like the game. You know what I mean? Like, I'm making certain parts of systems my game loop, but there's still so much missing from that. There's still so much that needs to be added from that. Like, I think the people that are really treating this as a game are the ones that are ultimately getting the most frustrated. And so I tell anybody, if you're a brand new early accessor that you just started playing on the 11th of December, if you've never written a Reddit post or a forum post or go to the Discord hashtag on the feedback section and wrote anything yet, I really implore you to, whatever you've done so far in your game, whether you're level 13, whether you're level freaking 5, I really don't care. Whatever system that really has, you know, got your little tickle in your ball sack, whatever system that is, write a segment about it. What do you like about that system? What makes you feel invested in that system? What makes that system kind of hollow? What makes that system, what would be something to add to that system to make it even more compelling for you? Like, what are the problems with that system? Like, do that. Like, seriously, like I really, really stress to you, like, please do that, because your feedback compared to the ones that have been here for over a year, like, we've been kind of jaded. A lot of us have been jaded to a certain extent, but I really do think that you leaving feedback like that would actually help out the team, and it would also put probably you in a different mindset, because maybe you're hearing me talk and you're just like, you know what, like, I have not left a single scrap of feedback. I haven't even, mostly just been complaining to my guildies that have been playing and haven't really done anything about it. And if that's you, if you truly want to try to shape the course of this game, or even maybe the systems that you care about in this game, because I don't care about every system in Ashes of Creation, even as a content creator, but I do care about the certain game loops that really get me going, the ones that I really enjoy and really love, and those are the ones, like, those systems are the ones that I leave the most feedback on. So let me see. I still think Steven slipped when he said we want to push beta in the year in 2026. That's just, I don't know. There's no way around there's no way that's possible. No, it is possible. It's totally possible. Man, what I said yesterday is still remains true. Just because, you know, if you're the lead, if you've ever been in charge of a project at your job or anything like that, and you're the lead for it, you have to have certain, like, you can't just tell your boss, well, we don't have any kind of ETA. Like, you have to even have something on paper that says, like, well, when is this project going to be finished? Like, what are all the steps to this project? Doesn't mean that it's going to happen that way, but having, like, everything in line, and if everything goes good, this should be the date that we finish. And most of the time, shit doesn't go good. People slip up, people do a poor job, people do no job, you know, or people do it the wrong way. I mean, there's so many different ways in how you as a project lead could facilitate, you know, the different aspects of the project to people. And then certain things could not happen correctly. Certain things could go really wrong, go really correctly. And then you have to pull certain people that are doing really well to help the people that aren't doing so well. Like, again, I mean, if you just really just think about it for 2 seconds, like, a lot can go wrong. But this is why I think every gaming company never, ever, 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 ever can ever hold on to a date. Because the more people you have working, that's the more variance of error and just mistakes, like literal mistakes happening. You know, it could happen to anybody. I'm a new player coming into the Steam release. I understand the desire to people to specialize, but I wish gathering professions weren't a part. You wish gathering professions weren't a part of the 5-4-3-2 rule. Leave that feedback. Like, leave that feedback. Write a whole reason. Write your reasoning of why, and why that should be the thing. And like, you know, write it like if you were in school. Like, push your point as to why that should be the case. Now, I don't agree with you. Personally, I don't agree, but I think if you were to write it out, what is the 5432 rule? Basically meaning that you have 5 apprentice certifications, 4 journeyman, 3 master, and then 2 grandmaster. Like that's what he means. So he basically just means that only processing and crafting should be a part of that 5432 rule, not gathering. Like he basically says everybody should be able to gather everything, which I don't agree with. But I mean, just because I don't agree with you doesn't mean that some of the devs would be like, hey, we actually been thinking about that. And because you write that Reddit post or that forum post or in Discord and a person sees that post and they were thinking the same thing, but just didn't write it out like you did, they can go and comment and upvote it and be like, yes, I was actually thinking the same thing. And these are the reasons why I was thinking, and you can have a whole fucking discussion about it. Right. And these are the things that the devs want to see. Maggie's, thank you so much for the sub, brother. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. Let me see. Oh shit. Doom scrolling and Vladis is on. Well, thank you, Death. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you for coming on in. Let me see. No list, no logging. Every phase feels pointless due to RMT, dupes, exploit hacks, and the obvious wipe looming over us because we have no extra content. I have faith in Ashes, but I ain't wasting my time. Yeah, and I think if you don't want to waste your time, then don't. You know what I mean? Literally don't. My audio isn't working on Twitch, but it works on YouTube. Interesting. I don't know why that would be the case. I feel like all my stuff is green. Everything's working fine. Excellent. Like, oh, never mind mine. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Let me see. I am still preaching they should make this more like a testing ground instead of a game. People treat this testing as a game because the company treats it like a game instead of a testing. Yeah, I can agree with that. I think they need to, because everything that I've heard from the closed alpha testing is that every sprint, because again, closed alphas aren't persistent, right? Like everything that I've heard from people that have tested a lot of the other MMOs in a closed alpha or friends and family, they go either on for a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then they like take the game off. They don't get to play again for like a couple of weeks or even a month. They bring the game back on. They're in a whole different portion. They're in a whole different thing. And they're like, okay, we need you to focus on these 3 systems and give us feedback on it. And you can play on this 3 systems for the next 2 weeks. And then we're going to take these systems out and then we're going to give you a whole new different thing, right? So Intrepid is literally doing something that literally no one's ever done. So it's not like they have this playbook. It's not like they have like, they're trying to, I think the reasoning why they're trying to make it feel like a live release and a live thing is because you're going to garner more people to do things as they would in a live release instead of treating it like this is only a test. And because when you do it in a testing environment, you play very unnaturally because you know this is all just a very like a testing phase, right? So you're not really going to do things the way you would normally would, like in a live launch sense. And I think Intrepid knows that. And as frustrating as that is, it really does come down to the players and having the right mindset as a player / tester / alpha tester, whatever, early access person, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But that's really what it is. Cyber dude, 11 months, man. Ready for that ban list, dude? Oh, dude, that's good. That's good. I hope you like that shield, brother. That's like one of my favorite shields. I was actually debating to have that be the last one because I really like the way that one looks. Did you see my Ashes anime slop? Yeah, I did. Zypack, what's going on, brother? Yeah, dude, the list. We're all waiting, brother. We're all waiting. I think it should be 6543, but limited to 1 GM in each category. Gathering, processing, crafting. I mean, that could be interesting. My thing with everything I actually wanted gathering specifically to be more limited personally, because that just leaves other people to have their niche, right? Like if I pick like lumberjacking, mining, and fishing, then that means that every kind of huntable that I see or every kind of flower that I see, I just leave alone. That's for the people that picked herbalism, right? Like I want to make stuff feel like I chose to go into these kind of lanes and I can't really go in the other ones. Like that's why I like gathering, if gathering was more limited, but because I think that would breed more not feeling like the world's empty, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just my thing. Yo, what's good, Vladis? I've been catching up on your streams. Great channel, dude. Thank you so much, Matt. Really appreciate that, brother. Thank you. What are your thoughts on the dark elves immigrating, escaping the Demon King, and taking our hunting jobs? Wait, what are we talking about now? What what did I just get into? I would say, man, I roll with Axiom, but I haven't played since mid 2.5. I've been keeping loose tabs, slipped away because I've been avoiding burnout, itching to log back in again. But well, I mean, you can. I just feel like the game really hasn't transformed yet. Like gathering wise, getting rid of static node rarity was a huge thing, but it's still, you're still hitting rocks at the end. Like you're still doing the same thing. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to really say it other than just like, it still feels very much the same. Like if you played, you know, phase 1 or phase 2, phase 3 feels very similar, but now you have like all the classes at your disposal, right? Summoners playable, rogues playable, bards playable, like all of them are playable. But there's still like no new questing, no, like there's nothing like really, like, I mean, you're still grinding the same POIs. Even the Harbingers event is beyond messed up right now. Like people can't even do it. People are dying in the settlements because of the bug happening with Harbingers. So people don't even want to do Harbingers because who the hell wants to die in the settlement? Imagine just randomly dying in the settlement and you're carrying your precious like materials from your storage. And then you have like your epics and legendaries that you're going to go and process, and you just randomly die because you went combatant and then poof. Like no one wants to deal with that shit. I wouldn't want to deal with that shit. That's a very bad thing. Bad thing. Wish crafting felt good through novice and then apprentice. It's still a game skipping those to prep of the journeyman recipes aside from a few exceptions. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're a profession person, Ashes does have a pretty decent game loop so far. But if you aren't a profession person, you don't care about that particular grind, Ashes really doesn't have anything, you know, doesn't really have anything at your disposal kind of thing, right? Like, I don't know. It's just interesting. Logically, if you're a grandmaster crafting, you should grandmaster processing and gathering of things that support it. How can you be a grandmaster carpenter and not be a grandmaster lumber processor and lumberjacker? I get your point, but even in real life, that's the case. Like you can specialize in making, you know, the high-end electrical things or whatever, but you may not know how to do certain home shit, you know, wise. You know, I don't know. I'm just, maybe that's a bad fucking example, but I'm just saying like it makes sense, but I can understand in the game world where yours makes sense too. It really just comes down to what Intrepid wants to do. And I really believe they're trying to go into the exclusivity route. Let me see. Hey girl, I saw your short stream while doom scrolling on the toilet. It's working, bro. Okay. Thanks, Roar. I just wanted to make sure because I thought it was kind of weird, brother. Rip Constantine. Did they actually release the list now? No, I still haven't seen anything. Nothing. Okay. Let me see. Why no MMO made herbalism or mining more interactive? For example, you're mining a node and then you complete it, but instead of getting the mats, you have to kill a rock golem, or the same with herbalism, but it gives you, let's say, twice as much. So the devs, I've actually talked to the devs about that. So there's going to be certain world events that are meant for gathering. And there's literally going to be events where instead, like, so right now, like you'll just have like a plain lawless zone that pops up, right? Like the purple lawless thing or whatever. But you're going to have certain events that you'll go into that necessarily won't flag you, but there could be some that will flag you. It just depends on the event. And there will be certain golems or whatever that will give you like high-end mining stuff. And it'll tell you like, this is particularly a mining world event, or a herbalism world event, or even a lumberjacking event. But none of that stuff is online. Like I heard this stuff months ago. Like this was a conversation I had with the devs months ago. This was probably like in phase 2. But the one thing that I haven't seen them do really is any more world events, any more quests. Like I don't understand how hard it is to do more quests in Ashes. Like what's the big deal? Like I don't get it. Let me see. Dreadnough's better than Ashes with one dev. I've seen Dread Mist, but I haven't played it. Did I play Lost Ark? I did play Lost Ark. I played Lost Ark up until the pay to win kicked in and I stopped. I really love Lost Ark, to be honest. The dungeons in Lost Ark were so fucking good. The whole like castle siege cinematic, or like you doing the awesome, fucking awesome. I don't like the pay to win. I can't do it. I just can't. Let me see. Apologies if it's a personal question, but are you Portuguese? Just yes or no would suffice. Also, can we expect a new dev stream video from Intrepid? Yes, you can. And no, I'm not Portuguese. I'm Hispanic. So my dad derives from more Italy lineage, and my mom side derives more from Mexico. So yeah, I'm Hispanic. Excuse me. Yeah, I did a similar thing in an expansion. But I don't remember which. You played Lost Ark unsub. Dude, I beta tested Lost Ark when it came out on Steam, and I was like blown. I loved the combat in Lost Ark. I do. The Demon Hunter, or what I think it was called, the Demon Hunter or the Shadow Hunter, I think it was called. Awesome fucking gameplay. Loved it. But I did not like the talent trees. And I did not like the way the gearing worked. There were so many things I didn't like, but the combat in itself was fun. The abilities on the classes was fun. Outside of that, not much to it. Laziest fucking talent trees I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I also hate gender lock classes. I hate when I want to play a class and it says, oh, you can only play this class as a male, or you can only play this class as a female. I'm not a fan of that. I know Eastern MMOs do that a lot. I don't like that shit. Let me see. Lost Ark huge potential. It did, but it was just made by the wrong company, to be honest. I mean, to me, that's a very factual statement. Let me see. Honestly, I think they would make more money without the pay to win. Would they just have so many more people buying skins? Well, yeah, but they have their way of making money. And believe me, I'm pretty sure they make way more money having the cosmetics with pay to win, because that's what they do, right? That's what every Eastern MMO does. If they didn't do it, like if they weren't making money doing it, then they would stop. But clearly they fucking make money, so that's why they do it. Gender law classes and is so 2000s. Yeah, it is. I don't like it at all. I hated the percentage chance of upgrading. Oh, me too. It was so dumb. So dumb. If they could flesh out questing more, I think it would make everything quite a bit better. There needs to be long quest chains that are viable to get some GRAR. I don't know what you meant by that, but just get some XP. No, I agree. Like, I think questing in general, like I want to make a video about it because I was going to write a Reddit post, because I usually write Reddit posts on like things that I want changed. But I feel like to do this feedback justice, I need to put up illustrations of why there needs to be certain, I wouldn't really call them story arcs. I would call them interactive quest lines. Like that's kind of what I would call like what I want in Ashes. Because there are going to be story arcs that are going to be very server like changing. And depending on what the server does, like, that's what it is, right? But I want certain things to feel like you don't need the story arc per se to do what I'm suggesting with these quests. I want the quest to feel like throughout the server, whether like, let's say Highwayman Hills goes hostile or goes friendly, like that's something that would depend on the server, but you can still do gameplay outside of the story arc. And I have to explain it all within my feedback to make it, because you're probably like, wait, what? Highwayman Hills? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, like it's a whole vision that I have of how I think questing could actually be evolved, in a sense, something different, something that would actually make questing in Ashes feel very different than a lot of questing designs and just other MMOs, which is basically just kill count quests, you know, the reputation that's like very uninteractive. You know, it's very by the numbers, right? I think a lot of quests and the quest systems in a lot of MMOs are just by the numbers, just super plain, super basic. And I feel like we live in an era now where we should evolve beyond that. Like we should get to a point of being past that. Happy to see you doing Ashes Amigo locked in, dude. Hey, good to see you, brother. I see you playing World of Warcraft from time to time, man. I hope you're having a good time. Yeah, I mean, again, I played WoW for 20 years, brother. So I know the addiction quite well. Good to see you too, man. Good to see you, man. Let me see. How long do you think it will take to go into beta? That's all systems should be completed, right? Yes, all systems. Honestly, I know Richie made a video saying, you know, release in 2027. I think honestly, a release potentially could happen in 2027, but I think at best could potentially be Q4 of 2027. I think, you know, and I've said this as example again, for people that were waiting in phase 2 for the econ revamp that was set in March, that we would get it in May, we did not even get that until September. Okay. And, you know, there was a lot of things they said earlier on in that year, in March and April, where like Steven was saying, oh yeah, we're going to finish like the Badlands and we're going to, basically he was saying that we were going to have all of the zones completed by the end of the year. Did that happen? No. So a lot of shit can change. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff can go wrong, or they could pivot, or they can just say, hey, we got to stop concentrating on these things and we got to focus on these other things. Right. So I would personally say and suggest to wait, or not to you guys, but I would say, if more realistically, we're not going to get into a beta probably till 2027. I wouldn't even say Q1 2027 either. I would say at best we would probably get into beta at the earliest in my mind would be summer, like June or July. But we have a lot of stuff on the docket yet. I mean, we do. Like, if you go look at everything that we need, and that's literally not including the second continent. So my projection is eliminating the second continent. We could be ready by beta 1 in summer of next year. If you include the second continent, I don't even know, because we've literally been in this one continent for a year. We would need, and all the stuff that's going wrong in this continent, right? Like all the different things, all the different problems, all the stuff that we've been figuring out in just these areas, we would literally have to do that in that continent. And the only way I can think that could work is if they literally take out the current continent we're in and basically lock it, like force us to go into that new continent and can't play the old one, so we can be in that new continent and test it for at least 6 months. At least. I mean, I would prefer a year, but I mean, again, like, I know time is money, but yeah, it's very worrying in that sense. Steven has said the second continent is not needed for release. I know. And that's why my projection was without the second continent. But however, he did say if the other studio that helps Intrepid out in creating the second continent finishes, and then they can actually put in like all the quests, all the different things, like you basically copy pasta all the systems basically from this continent to the new continent, and we can go in there and test terrain, quest lines, do all that stuff, and it works out great. But we still need to be there. And we still haven't even tested mid-game, really. I'm talking levels 25 through 40, nor have we even tested anything at max level. We haven't tested all the 30 to 40 abilities for classes. We haven't even, we don't even have the end game talent. We don't have, like, there's still so many things that we're in the process of. And it's a very hard thing for me to wrap around my head of all the shit we got to do before a beta. So let me see, full release of full game or beta 1, Vlad. Wait, why not take this one continent we have and split it into 2 divided by ocean? Oh, I mean, they could. I just don't know if that's a part of the design. Let me see. A little bird told me that they were trying to push for release this year. Friend of a friend kind of info. So grain of salt. No, yeah, a lot of people have been saying it. I mean, Steven said it, right? I just think that we have so much left on the table to do. And I think, would Steven and the team be happy with their work and with our positive or negative sentiment of where we're currently at. Because I feel it was very resounding when early access got launched. I don't think anybody was happy about it. No one. Yet we still did it, right? Like our feedback didn't matter in that sense, right? So when it comes to not even early access, but when it comes to beta 1, or hell, better yet, when it comes to release, would our sentiment matter? Because it didn't matter in early access. That's what kind of gets me. It makes me very nervous, to be honest with you, because as someone who, you know, is staking my entire YouTube reputation, there's very little credibility that is, or just like my whole time basically of, you know, going into this one channel. And again, that's my fault. You know, I didn't want to do any other content personally, but for Ashes to go into a release when everybody, maybe even including myself, says this game has no business going into a release state yet, the game is still very bare bones. It still needs quite a lot. I don't know if, especially in 2028 or 2027, whenever that does happen, if Ashes could survive, because so many of the MMOs have not. I mean, Throne of Liberty took 12 years to come out, and that game's dead. Go look at Steam charts. It's fucking dead. Like, it had all the hype for maybe like a month. And I think even at the month, it only had like a high concurrency of like 50,000 or something like that. Like, I don't know. Here, maybe instead of me talking out of my ass, maybe I should go look real fast. But it's not good. You know, I think not only of that, my own time and my own things, but I think about like Steven's money, like all the money he's poured into the thing. And it's like, would you really want to release like Ashes in a state that everybody's telling you like it's not ready yet? You know what I'm saying? Early access, that's one thing, you know what I mean? Like I feel like early access was probably one of those decisions that ended up actually working out regardless of our sentiment, because look at what we are. Like, I thought it was going to be overwhelmingly negative on Steam, and we're at mixed. I thought mixed was going to happen at launch, and the fact that we're at mixed now actually is pretty good, to be honest with you. All right, Throne of Liberty. Let me see. I think you could easily pivot to another MMO. I believe others will follow you. Yeah, I mean, I could, but I just don't have the passion for it, you know? So, yeah, talking out of my ass. They peaked at like 333,000, and look at them now. So I don't know how that peaked at 333,000 when that isn't even interesting. Wouldn't it be at like 333,000 like at some point? Anyway, but yeah, like Throne of Liberty's dead. Like, it's just, there's literally more people playing an alpha than a launched MMO right now. That took 12 years to make. Like, go figure. This is a hard genre, man. Like, this is a very unforgiving genre too. Yep, Steam early access was a crazy good move. Yeah, like I said, I didn't think it was a good move, but look, I mean, I was proven wrong. It really was. And I think even though there was initially a lot of negative reviews and people, because I knew it was going to happen, there's so many fucking haters of Ashes of Creation. There's so many people that are, you know, just not, they love to hate this game, you know. Slurp, dude, what's going on, brother? There's the guy. It's the weekend, my boy. We made it. I know, dude. Congrats, dude. Congrats. I hope you had a very fulfilling day at work. Oh, look who it is too. And there's my boy Planning. What is up, man? Good to see you guys. Let me see. Download the Dreadmus MMO. We need to take a break from Ashes. I mean, I might download it. I probably might watch well. Thanks for loving with me, bud. Yeah, dude, Planning's goat, dude. Planning and Slurp, dude, they're honestly, like, you know, meeting them and having conversations with them about the game and like their passion, like, you know, it's very infectious because it's like I'm a very passionate person, clearly. And well, before, hold on, let me say this. People forget Intrepid had no backing. Guild Wars 2 had Guild Wars 1, WoW had Warcraft, etc., etc. Most MMOs are established IPS with a lot of investment and backing. Intrepid is having to swing UO. No, for sure. And again, I think the biggest thing what helped Intrepid was Lazy Peon. Lazy Peon was the savior of Ashes of Creation. I am not even exaggerating. If it wasn't for Lazy Peon, I would not be here. If Lazy Peon decided I'm not going to make Ashes of Creation content, or decided that why should I make Ashes of Creation content, I would not be here in this community. Because I was watching Asmongold in 2020 in July, and he reacted to that video, and boom, here I am. And here I've been. So kind of nuts. Steven knows what he's doing. We're a step in the right direction. I have faith 100% in Ashes, close to 400 hours so far. Yeah, I have 194 currently. I think a big part of that actually is not actually time played, because I didn't realize early on that you had to actually stop it. That was like a thing I didn't really see. But yeah, I'll never forget when Planet gave me Palace Cat. Oh, nice. Think about all those steamers that don't know the joy of watching Narc crash out and burn. Oh my god. They don't even know who Narc is, dude. Or maybe they do. I don't know. We'll see. But ultimately, like, you know, my boy Planet and Slurp, dude. I mean, they're good people, man. And you know, I try my best to, you know, because I'm a gamer, right? I mean, so are they. But I never try to sugarcoat it with them, you know, but I'm always very respectful. At least I feel like I am, you know, and that's why they always want to talk to me. Or like they never ignore me, really. But it's just one of those things that I want the game to be as best as it can. And anytime I feel worried or anytime I feel concerned, you know, is where like I write feedback or I try to give them, because I hate it when it's like, oh, these systems are crap, these things don't work. And it's like, well, what would you pose as a solution? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. Just, I don't like them. You think of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just whatever. Oh my God. Pirate crashed online. His online company from narcissism. Dude, well, Pirate, I mean, he has an ego, dude. I'm sorry. I have never met. So I gave Pirate actually the benefit of the doubt all the way until I saw the Dr. K interview with him and with Dr. K and Pirate. It wasn't until that interview that I was like, I cannot support this person. I'm sorry. I can't. That dude can't see past his own ego, like, at all. And I'm not here to cause drama. I see it and I call it. I'm sorry. Like, I don't like people with ego. I don't. I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt for all the shit that happened in WoW. But the more I kept seeing, and especially with Dr. K, because I really like Dr. K. I think Dr. K is a very intelligent individual. The way he talks to people and the way he can frame his reasoning and how to better, because I remember the Asmongold interview with Dr. K and how Asmon, you know, was being able to reflect on his own patterns and his own like human characteristics. And the fact that like Pirate was so deadpan in that, like he couldn't even reflect or couldn't even understand like he was so lost. And it's like, okay, all right. I can't support you, dude. I'm sorry. I can't, dude. So let me see, is having to pay 18 gold to repair a fishing ship after getting destroyed a bug or as intended? I would say right now, it's probably working as intended, but a lot of people think that it's too punishing. So again, I ask you, do you like that mechanic? Do you like, again, especially when it comes to anything punishing, I could tell you, hey, I don't like XP debt, get rid of it. Hey, I don't like losing materials when I die, get rid of it. Again, there is going to be things in Ashes that will rub you the wrong way because it's designed to, right? You know, just like in, you know, fucking Dark Souls. You know what I mean? You die in Dark Souls, you lose your essence or whatever. You have to go back to your body to get it up. If you feel like you can't go back there, then guess what? You're fucked. You know what I mean? Like, you're just gonna have to regrind it somewhere else. And, you know, it's never fun to lose. It's never fun to lose an item or materials, or to die. But there are things that are designed that are supposed to make you feel that way, because just like anything else, if you're a Tarkov person, if you're a, what's the new one that's out that Burnt Peanut is playing, Ark Survival. No, it's not Ark Survival. It's something Ark or what? I don't know. Dying in that game is so fucking frustrating. Ark Raiders. Thank you, Stefan. Jesus Christ. Ark Raiders. But when you fucking get the kill, or when you're on a fucking spree, knowing the difficulty, knowing how hard it is, and you've been on a series of like losses, it feels so fucking satisfying. And the reason why I feel so fucking satisfying is because you were there every single L, or every single time that you died to some stupid ass shit. And now you're not dying to stupid ass shit. Now you're the one doing the killing. Now you're the one being the badass. And MMOs need to have an aspect of that. Because if everything everywhere always had kid gloves, then you'll never feel that sense of accomplishment, because you know it was kind of hollow to begin with. So me personally, like, you know, not saying that I want ships to be destroyed completely, but my whole point of that, because every time I talk to somebody that says like, hey, this thing is like super punishing, and it's like, okay, like, well, if you don't like that punishment, then what is a feasible punishment? But you still have to have one. You can't just say we'll remove it. Like, that's the thing, right? Because again, like, pirating is going to be a very costly endeavor, I think, personally. Now I love everything about death and AOC, the loot, the XP debt. I despise MMOs that are no repercussions for dying. Yeah, I think a lot of people are, because right now I think there's this huge not renaissance, but I think this kind of upcoming of like hardcore MMOs, like the Iron Man runs or the death runs, or, you know, playing an MMO with like no gear and leveling in this kind of really hardcore way. A lot of people love that shit. And I feel like older MMOs, like the ones in the 2000s, had death penalties, had things that didn't feel particularly good. And I think a lot of MMOs have lost sight of that due to convenience, or due to a fear of pissing off your base. So they basically went the route of making everything feel very comfortable for you, very luxury, you know, and you know, there's just now some, you know, MMOs like Ashes that wants to bring back some of that irritation, that wants to bring back some of that uncomfortableness again. And I think a lot of players just don't like it, which you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to. You see, 18 gold sounds bad for most players, but having a ship is a big thing, not a part of gameplay where every player has one unless you really want one. Well, in my mind, what I feel like should happen is you should be able to basically gather it as a wreckage. And so whenever you do your ship, like, you can call, like, let's say the harbor patrol or something like that, right, to get your wreckage. And you could either do one of two things. If you don't want to deal with the wreckage and you have the gold, you can pay the 18 gold to do it. Or you can go and grind, like chopping trees, like basically rebuilding yourself, your ship, right? That to me, I think would be a very good thing, because it's still going to suck either way, right? Like, you're still going to, you know, whether it's gold or whether it's materials, there is going to be a sunk cost fallacy with it. It's just, what do you want to pick? Do you want to pick the gold sink, or do you want to pick the material sink? And I think that would be a very good compromise, in the sense of it's still going to suck. But if I don't have the gold, I may have the materials or the way to get the materials. So that to me would be a very good thing. Phantom Dude Brother, what's going on, man? I get a little tired of you must have risk to feel like you accomplished something talk all the time. Well, Phantom, I feel like Ashes has always been designed that way, because I used to have the same discussion back when I first got here in 2023, or 2021, because there were so many things I didn't understand. Like, why is there XP debt? Like, why are there things that are designed to, like, because again, I came from the very much the WoW mentality where things are very comfortable. Hold on, let me read this real quick. Idea, Vlad, make the best video for us to watch about the drama of Ashes creation with Narc and Pirates BS with others, like the guy that screamed, I don't know what a node is. What the fuck is a node? I've never been that kind of content creator to make drama videos like that. I don't know. It's just never been my cup of tea personally. Sorry. Oh, that's why I'm here. I want the punishment. XP debt is good. No risk is boring. It's more the all the time talk. No, I agree. I think again, I've always said that death should have a mulligan. Like, I think there should be times where it doesn't always need to feel like some masochistic adventure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think punishment is necessary in Ashes, but it doesn't have to be necessary like all the time. I think there are certain things that you can do to alleviate it to an extent, but the conversation I'm trying to have is that people, I've been in my old mindset of wanting to just remove it entirely. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where stuff gets very disingenuous, and you're trying to create Ashes into the same theme park casual Care Bear kind of experience, which is what a lot of people don't want from an old school MMO type like Ashes. I saw about as soon as the servers came up back last night. Oh my god, it is what it is. Let me see 1 second. I just wanted to scroll up real quick. Sounds like Ashes is in the game for him. Well, no, I mean, Phantom has been Phantom has been here since way longer than me. So the game is pretty much, he understands the game. Like, I think Phantom probably understands the game better than I do. Because like I said, he bought the second summer backer pack back in 2017. He was number 2. So if anybody knows this game, it is Phantom. Let me see. There's too much focus on drama at one point. Ashes is a spicy community for scrappy new upstart MMO. Let me see. It sucks when you die in PvP and respawn in town instantly to be killed again by guards because you are still purple. Well, to me, I feel like XP debt should only come from PvE, personally. Maybe that's a hot take or something like that, but I want PvP to feel more like other things, like other penalties. Like, I don't think XP debt needs to actually be attached to PvP death. I think there could be other death penalties that could work. But I'm not a fan of the XP debt with that. I think XP debt should come from PvE mobs and world bosses and stuff like that. Things that are more PvE related. But yeah, getting XP debt because someone's like spawn camping you, like I don't know. I just don't agree with that personally. I think there should be other, like other, because again, I think Ashes has like 9 different death penalties. It's fucking nuts. And I've never understood why Ashes is so, like, has this hard on for having so many different death penalties. But I just don't like the XP debt attached to PvP personally. I would like a judgment system maybe where you die, you face with the spirit, and either it tips one way or the other. One way lets you keep your items and the other gives you the penalty. Oh, that could be interesting. I would love to see how that would play out. Only saw one, but yeah, it was like BBSYY kind of name, and it was speedrunning resources. Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go in game and I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do as far as like bots and stuff like that, see what I can find. Yeah, cut PvP XP debt in half. I would just say cut it out, period. Don't even cut it in half, just cut it out. The issues is that new players are experiencing the same issues old players did, and the old players are coming back and feeling the same pains it's causing. At least that just might be my group of people. No, I don't think it's your group of people. I think it's very much like everybody. I just wish PvP didn't feel so forced. I want arenas. I don't think PvP is really forced, to be honest with you. I think right now, especially with how high corruption is, like, I don't really see people like outside of the baiting and stuff like that, which again, I think are more UI issues and more settings issues that Intrepid needs to make a better, better default options for new players, because I don't think new players are ever going to go into their settings right when they log in the game and know what settings to even have for PvP. And especially for how complicated this game is with like flagging statuses, combatant, non-combatant, like people aren't going to fucking know. So there needs to just be better, like when you spawn in the game first time kind of settings that helps new players not be able to get baited. Like that's really it. I recorded a sunset that was absolutely beautiful with the lighting, looked absolutely amazing in game. Yeah, I know Planet has been working with the world building team to make, Ash's world really solid. Like I said, I've managed to see a couple of things in my stream and also just, outside of the game where I'm like, man, this looks really freaking good. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm really dreading the next couple of days because winter's coming. And I hate winter. Any other season in Ashes, I don't mind at all. But man, oh man, do I freaking hate winter. I hate winter. I wish they can just skip winter, to be honest. Because guess what? Winter is coming, and it's not even winter season. It's fucking fall. And for some reason, Intrepid doesn't understand that fall is winter 1 and winter is winter 2. Like, it's, oh God, it's just so annoying. So annoying. Oh, sweet, a good reason to like it. I know, right? You see, yeah, like, holy shit, guys, looks amazing. Yeah, they've done a really good job with the world, especially in Riverlands, man. I love Riverlands. Like, it's such a great area. What's wrong with Winter? So there's a couple of things. There's, I don't know, like, I think winter in general just isn't my vibe, personally. Like, I've never really been a fan of like the snowy areas in game. But I think the other thing that makes it really bad is just like how it tiles the winter like over time. And I think because they try to spread it out, because again, you're going to see winter in fall. Like, as fall starts to approach, you're not even really going to see fall. Like, fall to me, like, if you're going to start transitioning to winter, you need to do that like the last 2 days of fall. Again, in real life, I'm not even exaggerating, in Ohio or in any of like the Midwest, you could literally go from it not being snowy at all to then the next day you wake up and there's 2 foot of snow outside your house from one day to the next. Sometimes there's not a slow transition into seasons. I you know what I mean? Like, and so I just specifically think for winter just needs to freaking feel like it came and went, you know? And the fact that we feel like winter's already coming in the fall, like, it just, I don't like that. Intrepid is based in Cali. Their fall should be like 80 degrees, 100%, dude, 100%. A single new flag would turn the entire server on a battleground. Just one flag that blocks all non-consensual PvP. Let the players that want to PvP. PvP without XP debt, hitting non-PvPers with a gear drop as punishment for dying. No corruption. Well, I mean, like I said, Master Chief, leave that feedback, man. Like, there's so many people talking about flagging, like changing the flagging system, changing how corruption works, explaining how the baiting's working. Like, you have to explain to them like what you want from the system. Let me see. Yeah, we're working to make those amazing screenshots happen more. Was a great clip though. Let me see. Do resources disappear? Resources in winter don't disappear, but they get covered with the snow. So some resources like Revidium is harder to see in the Riverlands because it's like covered with snow, you know? But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I live in the Midwest and it can be blizzard one day and tomorrow it's 70 degrees and sunny. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. I like the transitions. I do. Like, I think it's really cool to see the transition from summer to fall, but I just think for winter specifically, like, you don't need to start that winter transition day 1 of fall, you know, because you're going to start seeing, like, for all the new early access players, you're going to go into the Riverlands or even go to the Anvils and you're start seeing these little tiles of white on the floor and they're going to start forming all around. And you're like, what the fuck are these white tiles? The white tiles is the transition, the slow transition into winter. And I just don't think it looks good. It's been this way actually since day 1. Ever since we saw winter in Alpha 2, it's been this way. And I just feel like there needs to either be a better way to do the transition or just do the transition really fucking fast. Like, go from one day to it being fall to next day being winter. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, basically do it in, like, take the fucking server down for like a maintenance. And then when it comes back up, it's now fall or it's now winter. You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of stuff. Let me see. Tiles are a bug though. / bug that shit for us, please. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. I thought that was just like a placeholder transition thing. I didn't even know that was a bug. So yeah, okay. I'll definitely give a bug for sure. Let me see. Edge of Desert. I get all 4 seasons almost every day. Yeah, that's nuts. Like I said, I used to live in New Mexico and I got all 4 seasons in a single week. I would literally have all 4 seasons in a single week in New Mexico. Sometimes it's wild. No, it's supposed to be smooth. Oh, okay. Well, it's, at least for me, it's never been smooth. Like, I've always seen it to be this like tiled thing. And I usually play on like settings on high and stuff like that. So, I don't know. That's kind of interesting. Any ETA when the names are going to drop? I'm really curious to see how bad the situation really was. I don't know. To be quite honest with you, I've been waiting. I think like everybody else, I have been waiting. I was hoping to see probably something around this time, 8 or 9 my time, because that'll give Steven and the team enough time, or probably just Steven enough time to like type up all the stuff and release it. But I don't see anything right now. So kind of it is what it is. Let me see. Do you know if release is still planning to be 1 mega server or smaller? No, I think on release there's going to be many servers. The whole mega, like I don't know how long you've been around, but I know the whole mega server thing that people were touting. Rory, dude, thank you so much for the sub, brother. Thank you. Very much appreciate that. I feel like it's just one of those things that people want to, like, all the guilds, they didn't want anyone to go anywhere else. Like it was kind of like the big guild's dream to have like a mega server kind of thing, but that was never ever in the design intent to just have 1 server for Ashes of Creation. That's never been the intent. The intent is every server at launch was supposed to have anywhere between 8,000 to 10,000 concurrent players, and that's it. So there was always going to be multiple servers to choose from. So mega servers would be unbearable. People already complaining that there's not enough mobs the first week. Now imagine all the servers are farming the same spots and saying, yeah, no, it'd be, you're talking about 100,000 players jumping into a mega server that can only hold 8 to 10,000 players. That ain't gonna happen. Like that's, again, that was never ever in the design intent. And I don't care how great your dynamic gridding is, that's physically impossible, would never happen. And I called 50K CC over a year ago. Well, I would say that I think with both continents, I think realistically we could have potentially like 13 to 15,000 players. I do, across both continents. I think that could actually be really like feasible. But without the second continent, I don't know. And I've heard so many conversations too about the second continent and how that could actually be really bad if they launch it later. Because think about like how Burning Crusade, if you played WoW and Burning Crusade came out, and how you leaving the other 2 continents back because that there just was nothing new. There was nothing for you to do there. So you just had to go to the Burning Crusade. Maverick, dude, thank you so much for the follow, brother. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. That's going to feel the same way with the Western, or with the Western continent, or I'm sorry, the Western continent, the one that we are on now. Because once the new continent comes out, whether that's an expansion or whatever, who the hell is going to want to stay on the old continent? No one. And I don't know how that is going to work. Like I don't. So I feel like, could the second continent, could Ashes release with just the continents on now? Yes. But I think it would be a mistake. And it's a mistake not only for that reason. Maverick, thank you so much for the sub, brother, man. Thank you. Very much appreciate the support. I just feel like it's just not in the player's best interest. Because I don't know how that will work in the grand scheme of things, and how that could be something that would still compel people to want to stay on the old continent compared to going to look at the new shining continent that just got released. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Heck yeah, brother. Keep doing your thing. Thank you, man. Very much appreciated, dude. I'll keep doing my thing. If it's the same build as the first, both will survive if there are enough players to support both. Yeah, I could see that. I just get worried. I'm more worried, to be honest, and I've said this openly on my stream. I've said it to the devs. I am more worried about starting zones and spawning into the game. Having just 1 continent with 2 starting, technically 3, if they do release the Underrealm, I think that could be good. But we need as many starting areas to spread people out as fucking possible. Like, again, World of Warcraft did this back in 2004 and wasn't really successful in it because the queues were fucking insane, and they had 6 starting areas with 8 races, and it was a shit show. And I just don't want Ashes to be in that same shit show in 2026. And I really do think that whoever's a part of the team that does like the dynamic gridding, or potentially does like the like where people spawn into the game, like I think you would really have to utilize that dynamic grading architecture. And just like the advice that I've gave for settlements, like Jova as an example, like you need to manually split those servers into A, B, C, and D. And you need to make it to where you utilize each part of those mini servers as effectively as possible. That same mentality needs to happen in the starting zones, because you need to be able to spawn people in server mini A, server mini B, server mini C, and server mini D. So even though you're spawning into the Riverlands, you could potentially start in like 4 different areas of the Riverlands, kind of similar to how like New World did it, right? So you can spawn on the beach, but where on the beach? Like you can spawn in any part of the beach, right? All along the coast. And I think with the dynamic grading architecture, that'll help, especially with how spawning to the game works, right? Like that's why you don't want to log out in Jova, because you're going to be logging out of that server worker. And that means you're going to go back into that server worker, which means there's gonna be a lot of people there, which means there's gonna be a queue. And to alleviate queue times, that would be a really, really good thing, because if everybody's having to spawn in the same fucking location on the same exact server worker, you're literally just causing a big bottleneck. That's the same thing of like, imagine it if you were on a 4-lane highway that they closed 3 of the roads and now everybody's having to go down the same fucking road. That's what it's like. But you have, with this technology, you have the advantage to not even do that. You have the technology to make it be like, fuck it, we're not barricading all the roads. Go on all 4. And guess what? Traffic will be way more fucking smoother, which means will there still be queues? Yes, but people won't be waiting for fucking hours. Comparatively, if you just made people spawn in just one fucking part. Like that's the thing. Like that's always been my thing. As some of the underworld is built, access is blocked. Yeah, I hope it is built. Like I said, they did have stuff built in Alpha 1, so I would assume, yeah, they have stuff ready to go. I said that a month ago, more server starting points. They can age up or go away as the towns level up, leaving only 2 or 3 for... Yeah, no, that's what I've been saying this, brother. I've talked to Planet about this. I've talked to Steven about this. Like I've talked to anybody that can fucking hear me at Intrepid about this, because it's a very serious issue. To me, it's a very serious issue. Now, the thing that I've noticed is that in the Riverlands, especially in the cathedral area, you know, where as soon as you leave the cathedral, how there's like that barrier. And if you go to where that barrier is, where the tree is, that there's like something there at the bottom. So that's not done yet. That actually will be something where you'll like be able to go down there. There's going to be a whole different section of server workers down there. And I think, again, like you take advantage of it. Like seriously, like take advantage of it. Put like a whole, and instead of spawning the cathedral, you can spawn into some other portion of it or whatever, right? Like, again, I understand the whole, we're coming out of the portal. Again, I kind of don't give a shit on a launch. Who gives a shit? Most people aren't going to give a shit. What people do give a shit about is queues and wanting to fucking play the game. Like, I think no one's going to be like, well, we have to start in the, you know, in the cathedral area because that's where the portal is. Like, no one's going to fucking give a shit. Like, I'm being deadpan ass with you guys. Like, no one's going to give a shit. People just want to log in the game. People want to play the game. So that's my thing. Like, you need to utilize that server gridding technology of server mini A, server mini B, server mini C, and server mini D, not only with settlements, but also the starting zones, specifically the starting spawning areas. None of us care about the background. Yeah, no, for sure. Gonna say hi to the other folks, but thank you very much for the stream. Later, Planet, thank you so much for stopping by, brother. Very much appreciate it. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you, man. Posted it in before, and my thoughts as players will only hit 35 during beta 1, and second continent will release with the other 15 levels. Ooh, man, that's always been a worry to me too. But when I asked Steven, if you go watch the roundtable with me when I was listing off all the things that are going to make it to beta, I said level 50, and he said that was a prerequisite for launch. Like, they're not going to launch the game with only level 40 or level 30. So we'll see. You know what I mean? Yeah, 50 levels is a pillar. It has to be released. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so, and believe me, I asked him that question. I had to get permission to ask the question the way I asked it, because technically, in a sense, I asked him 15 questions. And even though they were yes or no, he didn't really answer me yes or no. He gave explanations, which I really, really appreciated. But the reason why I asked it in that way is because that, if I didn't ask it that specifically, he probably only would have gave like 1 or 2 examples of what's going to happen, and that's it. And so this kind of was able to appease not only, you know, well, mostly to appease us, like the community, so that we have very clear, like, oh, well, no, he said this, and he said this was going to be at launch, right? Or this was going to be at beta. So it was more for that reason. Is the release though, beta release, was he talking about? Yeah, it was beta. Everything that I said was at, for beta. So, when can we expect the next dev stream update from the, end of the month? Yeah. Basically every live stream is usually set to the end of the month. So what is it? The 30th. So I would literally expect January 30th, because that's the Friday. That'll be the live stream for January. Let's see, usually last Friday of the month. Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and I'm going to just play Ashes of Creation now. I feel like we did a really good chatting before we started to play and kill some bots and hit some rocks and, you know, do all that stuff kind of thing. Let me see, any news on what happened with the ban list? I don't. I've been watching you guys, because I'm pretty sure someone on my stream would be like, Vlad, they released the list. They released the list. But no, I have not seen any news yet. I haven't seen anything pop up yet. So I am all anxious. I'm all anxious to see what happens. Shit, I don't have my water. Forgive me, guys. Let me go get my water real fast and we'll play some Ashes. All right. Let me go. I want to play some music for you guys. Give me 2 seconds. Back. Strauss, dude, thank you so much for the raid, brother. Thank you, man. Hope you've been having a good Friday. We're over here just waiting for the ban list. Like everybody else, right? Yeah, sorry. I was just getting some water. Ban list when, bro? Hopefully soon, man. Hopefully soon. I'm just waiting on Steven. Waiting on Steven to see what happens. No problem. How goes it? Good here. It goes good, man. Been a good Friday so far. Was hanging out with the family. Kids have been good today. No complaints from me, man. It's been really good. Just before the complete Epstein list, dude. I don't know if people saw in Discord, but Steven came on yesterday, I believe, in Discord and general chat, and he was chatting about like when the ban list was going to happen, and he said, "Oh, it should come out tomorrow. It's on my desk or something like that." And then he was saying stuff like, he's like, because people were saying like, oh, is it going to be like a redacted list or whatever? And he's like, dude, that would be so funny if it was just like the wall of shame and it was just a bunch of redacted. Like, I don't know. Like, I thought that was pretty funny, man. Like, I was like, that's pretty hilarious. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be funny, but I think a lot of people would be really pissed off. But, Mark D, thanks so much for the sub, brother. Thank you. Very much appreciated it, man. All right, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, I did a bunch of commissions. Gotta go and turn this stuff in. Ooh, I probably have some. Actually, no, I think 32 is what I had before, so I might not have new stuff. But let me go turn this shit in real quick. Let me see. Polar biased. Their names were redacted, obviously. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I know Muggsy's been watching me lately, so maybe he's in chat right now. But if he's saying that they've never cheated, they've never done anything, so clearly there won't be any names on the list from Polar. So, I mean, again, and I've said this before too. It's like I think any guild is like susceptible to this, right? You can have bad actors in a lot of guilds. Parkus, dude, thank you so much for the follow, man. Thank you. Very much appreciate the stream. Would love to buy you a beer. Thanks, Death. Appreciate that, man. If you live in Texas, man, it's kind of funny. I was talking with someone else from Discord, Mara Jade, in the Ashes Discord, and he lives in Texas too. And I'm like, shit, dude, there's like so many of us that live in Texas. It's kind of wild. Yeah, Matt actually lives in Texas. I was like, dude, Texas is popping, man. I mean, I was born and raised here, so it's interesting to me. Of course, you guys know I live in San Antonio. I've said this many times, but yeah, I personally just think it's kind of wild that everybody you know, lives out here. I'm on the good half of Minnesota. Nice, man. Let me see. Also live in Texas. That's some say Deebs, dude. Odessa. Nice. Tennessee here. Memphis. Oh, that's awesome, man. I've always wanted to go to Tennessee. Technically I have been there for a week, but I was there at work. Like I used to do insurance and I was there doing a nursing home for a week. And then I left back to Illinois. So yeah, I've been to a lot of states, but I've never actually like did anything there. But I mean, how is Tennessee? Is Tennessee popping? Like what like is it especially Memphis? I feel like Memphis is like one of those cities that you can probably do shit in, you know? But I don't know. It's one of those cities on my list that I want to visit again. There's actually a couple of cities on me and my wife's list that we want to go to because we want to visit a lot of places here in the US before we really start traveling like outside of the country. So been to Elvis's house, Graceland in the 80s. Oh, that's something I know my mom wants to do. My mom's a huge Elvis person. I am not. But yeah, I feel like San Antonio is a very poppin' place. Like there's so much to do here. It's really crazy. You've been to 30 countries. Holy shit, man. I've literally been to Mexico and I've been to the Bahamas. That's it. And I went to the Bahamas because of my honeymoon. So I didn't even it was really only Mexico's literally right there from Texas. But I don't know. I've never had an ambition. My wife was the huge traveler. Like the only country I've ever wanted to go to was Japan. And it still is. Like I would love to fucking, because I'm such a weeb, dude. I fucking love anime. But also like I really like the culture. But the one thing is that what I've had to kind of learn is, dude, the racism is real over there. Like it really is. Like I did not know that until one of my buddies went and said, dude, like, and again, they're not disrespectful about it, but it's like, it's not like that open hate racism kind of thing, but it's like, there is definitely like, you go over there, we're going to be over here kind of thing. Like it's like the most politest racism you'll ever like, it's kind of weird. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. MC, I have not left Australia. I've only entered one state in Australia. Really? That's crazy. I can't even imagine. I think the flying to Australia from Texas would be like a 20-hour flight. And I know because Japan is like 15 hours. And the thing that sucks about me is the fact that I literally can't sleep in any moving vehicle. I can't sleep in a fucking car and I can't sleep on a plane. And I flew from Texas to Alaska, which took 9 hours. And that was the hardest fucking flight I've ever had to do in my life. Because I get so antsy. Like I can't I just can't do it. Um, enlisted in the Navy, stayed for 6 years, got to see the world. Yeah, that's wild, man. I mean, I actually could have gone to the military too. I just didn't. I was in ROTC 4 years of high school, and I was being recruited to hell and back. But I decided to go to college, and they're like, "Oh, you can be in ROTC there too," and I was just like, "No, I don't want to do it." So I don't want to do it. I actually probably can say now, it's like in hindsight, I kind of wish I did, to be honest with you. But I feel like my life would have been totally different. So it's like, woulda, coulda, shoulda, kind of thing. But I don't know. I'm kind of glad I didn't. We see my partner and I were going to go to Japan in March for my birthday, and we couldn't afford it. It was just about, yeah. And that's the thing too. Like my buddy went for 2 weeks, and it costed them almost $6,000. Like, and I was telling my wife, if I go to Japan, I don't want to go there for like a week or two. I want to go there for like a month. And the thing is that like, we have kids, but it's like, I say that selfishly, but then I know I can't go to Japan for that long. I'm not going to be away from my kids for a month. Like that's wild to me. You know what I mean? But I always said that, before I had kids, I was like, man, if I go to Japan, I want to be there for like a long time so I can really like see everything, right? See everything that I want to see. But because I feel like when you have a trip in another country that's like very short, like a week long or even like 2 weeks long, like every day you basically are doing something. And so you can never like have a break like on your vacation. Like your vacation is literally you like constantly doing shit. And I don't know, like I just want to feel like I can actually have a day or two to like just chill out, or do the things that I want to do instead of like having to know that I don't have that much time left. You see, I got to go to Japan. I'm the same. I can't sleep on flights. I watched all the John Wick movies in one sitting. Bro, I watched probably all the way to that Chimera Ant arc because I brought Hunter x Hunter with me, like to watch on the plane. And I just watched that straight. Like I watched from episode 1 pretty much all the way to the Chimera Ant arc. I was just like, I don't know. I love Hunter x Hunter, but man, I was just like, I need to fucking get up and move. I need to do something. And every fucking time, and this happens to me every fucking time I get on a flight that's like a long flight, I have to sit next to people that are all fucking sleeping around me. I hate it. Like, why can't I stay awake, or why can't I be around people that are also awake with me? Like, it annoys the shit out of me. Like, especially on my flight to Alaska, going to Alaska, I was literally next to this dude, probably in his 40s or whatever. He literally was asleep when they were doing the presentation of like putting on your life jacket before we even flew. And he stayed asleep all the way until we landed. And I'm like, I hate you. Like, I hate you. I don't even know who you are, and I hate you. Like, it was so annoying. Like, just like, it always happens to me. I don't know. The cool part about working in the oil field is no one gives a fuck about race. Can you do the job, not kill people, and or break equipment? Even the racist here care more about the money than their racism. Well, I think when it comes to oil field, yeah, like I used to work oil field too. I worked for Schlumberger for a short period of time. It was like 9 months. But yeah, I felt in a lot of ways, many days that I thought I could die. Like, no joke. Like, there was just certain days where shit was going on, or people were doing stupid shit, and hose busts, gasket busts, people didn't tighten shit right. Like, because the pressure and how hot it is, and there's so many fucking things that can go wrong very fucking quickly. I never had a job where I was literally afraid for my life, like just on any given day. I don't know. That to me was just a very wild thing personally. I feel like being awake is a primal mechanism. I also can't sleep on a plane. I feel like people who do sleep have no preservation. Yeah, dude, I just wanted to get the basalt, brother. It was just common. It was just common, man. But yeah, I don't know. To me, it's just kind of wild. Let me see, and all of them can or will maim or kill. Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. I went to Georgia and spent $6,000. Oh my god. Dude, I can't imagine like going to just another state and spending like thousands of dollars like on your vacation. Like so we went to Florida a couple of years ago, and that was expensive for me personally. But I've never been one to like I don't spend money. Like, I don't know. I've never been that one to like spend. But my wife, you know, and my kids, you know, I want to be able to, for them to have shit, but it's just like, I've never been about that life. Put it that way. And we're planning to just, me and my wife, go to, Florida again this year in March, which I'm very excited about. Actually, we're going to be meeting up with, the Golden Feather. We're going to be going to Universal Studios with them. Super excited about that. It's gonna be a lot of fucking fun. Holy shit, what the fuck's going on in Jova? People are all dying and shit? Wild. Okay, so let me put, okay, so I can't put that. Some here. Any rare basalt here. Rare granite. Let me see. Is it worth getting into sports fishing right now? Are fish still going out of bounds often? Bro, yesterday, oh my God. If you were to watch my stream, Andrew, from yesterday, 3 times in a row, all my fish got out of bounds. I was pissed. Like, beyond pissed. So, I don't know. Like, I would say, you know, try it out, but if your first fish gets out of bounds, I would be very like hesitant to like do that again, kind of thing. So I don't know. It's just wild. Oh shit, I forgot the epic. Let me see. I went to culinary school with the dude from Odessa, Texas, scrawny white dude, and the Italian me were the best on the grill. Hiles Vlad. Let me see. Gonna go fish up dinner. Thanks, homies. Later, Death dude. It's good seeing you, man. Hope you come by tomorrow. Probably not worth the risk. Expensive lures then. Oh yeah, no. Like buy the cheapest ones you can, for sure. There's a culinary school in this whole orifice of a town. I didn't even know that, to be honest with you. That's kind of wild. I mean, I don't doubt it. I mean, there's a lot of shit that I wasn't aware of. Let's see, okay, so copper, rubidium, slate. Any other rare plus? No. I can sell this, keep that. Rubidium, slate. Okay. So we still got copper, which I can probably sell the rubies, sell all this shit. I'll keep this copper, and I'll see if I can send that into frags. Let's see if I can get these into frags right now. Get some more. Okay, so let me do this real quick. Get these coppers. 42. Let me see, 120k pop and nothing for families to do. 150k in Midland, and let me see, a cringy theater is the most fun a family can do within 100 miles. Whew. Yeah. I lived in a small town here in Texas, and I moved to San Antonio. Best decision I ever did. I can't stand not being able to do shit. It's so annoying. Oh, synergy. Sorry. I saw cringy. Okay, synergy. Let me see. I'll put these in here so I have 35. I'll always get these in here too. Fuck it. 62. All right, let's go turn these into fragments real fast. I think I have shit cooking in here actually, or I did. Yeah. All right, so I got all those fragments. Was it 140 fragments? And then I believe I need smoldering ash, if I'm not mistaken, right? To yeah. Okay, smoldering ash. Oh shit, no, I can't. I bought my last tab. I'll just have to save it. I'll have to save it. I can't. Is there any sports fishing spots up currently in the Riverlands in Shoal that anyone knows of? If there is, please let me know, because I got to... Actually, no. Let me put these up for auction. Let me do that. Let me see. Outside of Jova? Okay, sweet. Okay, fuck. I may not have time. Is it on the southern part of Jova or the northern lake part of Jova? Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. This is out of context, but do you fuck with Minecraft at all, or for that matter, Cobblemon? I've played Minecraft for the Intrepid event. Forgot when that was, but no, I don't fuck with Minecraft usually. I did that literally once for an event for Intrepid, and that was that. Wow, there's only one person selling zinc fragments at 250. Okay, I'll sell mine for 250. Fuck it. 10 copper basalts. What? Oh shit, Dino, dude, what's going on, man? Hope you've been doing well, brother. Been a minute. Been a minute, man. Let's 50. I feel like this might be kind of cheap, to be honest. For a zinc fragment. Well, it's common, I guess. It could be. So we have severe weather warning for this week. It's cyclone season in Australia, and it's always hit rough near my town. Bro, that's wild, man. I would love to go to Australia, man. I really would. So my favorite bands are in Australia. Australia is like fucking huge. Like I didn't realize how big Australia was. Like it's almost like it's probably bigger than the United States. Like it's kind of nutty. Or how much gold do I have? Oh shit, Master Chief, brother. Dude. Thank you, man, for the 10 subs, man. Thank you, thank you. You didn't have to do that, man. I just appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us, man. But dude, thank you. Hearts in chat for Master Chief, man. If you got a I can't even think. If you got a sub from him, you know, give a little heart for our chief here, man. Thank you, dude. Super nice, man. Hotspots are Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne. I do not know how to say that other one. I appreciate your very fair critique of AOC. Yeah, man, thank you. I mean, like I said, I feel like a lot of content creators, I mean, I don't watch all of them, but I feel like at least the ones that I'm close to have pretty much the same kind of mentality I do. We all wanted the game to succeed, but I've never been afraid to talk about the negative aspects. Like, I don't know, like it's just there's certain people that feel like if they talk negatively, like it's bad or something like that. Like, I don't know. You don't glaze and that's important. Well, no, I don't. Like like my whole thing is that I want to be fair, you know what I mean? And it's fair sometimes to be harsh and it's fair sometimes to be like, hey, it's a W, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like it's just a matter of being realistic. I think there's just some people, especially when it comes to the Twitch ecosystem, sensationalism and being, you know, very like the showmanship of it all is very contagious, and it's very it could be very beneficial, right? To like be more entertaining, but to me it provides like a very fake disingenuous atmosphere, you know, when you kind of are seeing a streamer that's just very much like that. And I feel like I'm just more chill, you know what I mean? Like there's sometimes where I feel like I'm entertaining, there's sometimes where I feel like my streams are could be a little boring to certain people because we're having a discussion. And if you're not enjoying the discussion, then you can find yourself to be just like, wow, this is fucking boring, I'm gonna click off. And that's fine, you know what I mean? Like I am not everyone's cup of tea, like I'm not, but I think it's important to have like conversations, especially when it's like a disagreeing, right? Like let's say Master Chief has one opinion on Ashes and I have a completely different opinion. We can go and have a discussion about it as to why I think the way I think. He'll tell me about why he thinks the way he thinks. And then I can probably play devil's advocate and see myself in his shoes and we can have that discussion. Like I've said this before, but I just don't like streamers that can't think outside of their own opinion. And any person that comes in that is challenged by their opinion or is presented something different, they feel like, oh, you're attacking me, or you're, you know, you're not seeing what I'm seeing because I'm smarter than you because I'm the streamer and you're the viewer. And it's just so stupid. I fucking hate streamers like that. Let me see. Oilfield life. I worked 75 hours in 4.5 hour days this week. Jesus Christ, brother. Believe me, I know that I worked 6 days on, 3 days off. Like when I worked at Slumberjay. So I know that life very fucking well. And sometimes it never even felt like 3 days off, because like sometimes you would get like the way you came home on your first day off was like in midday. And then of course on your last day off, like you're still literally fucking going to work, or you're, you know, I don't know. It was good money. Like the time that I did it for that year, I helped out my mom and my dad. And my mom was going through some crazy shit with medical bills and stuff like that. So a lot of the stuff that I was doing was for them. And I was really grateful that I had that job, because if not, it would have been really fucking bad. But I hated it. I literally fucking hated that job. Like, I mean, there's some people who like that atmosphere, but also I never cared for the fake ass alpha male mentality that's also in the oil field either. It was so rampant where I was. Like everybody felt like everybody was like the person, or like they were the main character of everybody. Like, I don't know. It just, talk about ego, man. Fucking A. Go to the oil field. You'll find ego everywhere. Let me see. West Texas is hiring 100K easy for a beginner position. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, they need people, you know. And for a while, oil field was actually like going down. The Slumberjay facility that's right in going into San Antonio, what got shut down. Like they've been, and Slumberjay back in 2013 when I was working for them was like popping. Not so much anymore, man. Like it's, you know, not the way it used to be, you know, as far as oil field work. Um, Crates. That's right. We're running crates, fishing crates to be more specific, but yes, crates nonetheless. Um, you see many companies have housing for their workers. Oh yeah, they were called man camps. So you basically had to go to the man camp and stuff like that, which that was also another aspect of that shit I didn't like. Dude, the amount of prostitutes that would come over to those man camps and knock at your door, bro, it was fucking terrible. Like, I was single at that time too, but I never, ever, I thought that shit was beyond fucking disgusting. It's like to hear someone, you know, having sex like the next thing over and then they're done and they come back and knock on your door and be like, oh, do you want to like, it's like, bro, you just had sex with Henry, dude, and he's fucking disgusting. Like, why would I even want to touch you right now? Like, it's just so fucking weird. I just never got that. And I was never a part. I was always the outsider. I was treated so poorly. The only person that ever gave a shit about me was actually my lead. He was the only one that would help me out and defend me, and you know, but everyone else was just like, I was like bait to them basically, because I was like the, you know, average skinny dude, you know, that was never a part of their clique. I wasn't a part of like what the fuck they were doing. Anyway, let me see. Finally felt up running crates. So from Avian Zen to Brymore, all the kids asleep and my kids were stirring in the middle. Get the blood pumping and being past level 25 players. Nice, man. Let me see. It just reminded me of the show Black Sails and the fucked. Yeah, literally. And mind you, those man camps, sometimes you basically had one room with two beds. So like in one part of the room, there would be one bed over there and then there'd be another bed over here with another person sleeping. And imagine that fucking scenario. Like, Jesus Christ. Was not the best time of my life, let's put it that way. Like every day I always said to myself, this is for a reason, this is for a purpose, this is for a reason, this is for a purpose. But yeah, I've never hated my job or hated what I was doing more in my life than at that time. Nice. Thank God I didn't want this thing to bug out. There we go. Good shit. Let me see, must have been converted from a one bed per room because of those issues. No. I mean, there was, depending on where we were, like sometimes we went to different man camps because we went to different locations. But no, I mean, they, like some of those man camps had where it was just your one bedroom, and there was some that had like the two. It just depended on where our facilities were. Well, we had no choice in that, or at least us, you know. But you see now many homes in our area cut costs down and control prostitution and drug and alcohol abuse. Well, I mean, I don't know how it is now, but I'm just saying that was my experience. And I told my wife about it too, you know, like how it was back then, but it was just really, really odd. It's just a very, very odd profession. And many of the people that I worked with literally got paychecks that were like $300, $500. There was literally a dude that worked there for free because his child support checks took everything, like literally freaking everything. He had like 4 kids from like 4 different moms. Like he had to work there because if not, like he was going to go to prison or jail or something like that. Like, so he literally worked there for free and didn't really get any money. Like he lived with his parents, like when he went home. Like, talk about fucking wild. But that's the majority of like the people at the oil field. Like all of them, like there wasn't a lot of people there that made smart decisions. At least the ones that I worked with, like just made some really fucking terrible decisions. So let me see. I have a 2024 Chevy Trail Boss 4x4 Z71 for a work truck. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, we had a bunch of company trucks. Like I think Dodge is the brand that we had for Slumberjay. So everywhere was just a bunch of Dodge trucks. Let me see this Odessa retirement plan. 3 kids from 3 baby daddies. The state of punishes dads. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, especially in Texas, man, like every person I met in the oil field had some story of like their different girlfriends or baby mama drama or whatever the fuck. I was single at the time. I had no kids or whatever. And everyone was like, oh man, I hope you stay that way. Don't get some strange girl pregnant, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. Oh, come on. You better not fucking go out of bounds. Pull that shit back in. Pull it in. I'm not dealing with this shit again. 20% income of the first kid. The father matters. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, you piece of shit. Where's the fucking fish? Where's the fish? Piece of crap. You better. It always happens. Like, I don't know why it's been happening more and more lately. You can go back and watch my earlier streams. This was not happening that much. It would rarely happen, but I feel like now this shit is happening more and more often. It's so dumb. Like, look how far this fish is for no fucking reason. And it's just a bunch of left and rights. I don't know about you, but this left and right bullshit with 1 damage is dumb. And this shit, like, how is it you're not doing more and more damage? Or not developing some kind of combo to develop? Like, it just, I don't get it. Like, I literally don't get it. Happened 4 times in a row. Yeah, this I don't know what's going on, man, but this is not. Pull it in. Jesus, dude. That is bad. That's just dumb. I don't know what the fuck. So that's 2. But like, it just sucks because this is sort of like my main source of income. And if this system is basically fucked, I can't make money, which means I have to resort to either running crates, which I don't want to do because I hate running crates. This to me is like, it's just a better way, in my opinion. But I don't want to fucking run uncommon or rare crates from one point to another point. I just don't want to do that. That's not super fun or compelling content for me. Resort to OF or prostitution. Yeah, right. It's the easy thing to do. Wait, where the fuck is my mount? Oh, dude, if my mount despawned, there's no way. Does your mount despawn if you get too far? I wasn't even that far. Oh my God. Wow. I had a fucking fish and now I have nothing. Is the event over? So mad right now. Wow. So dumb. So dumb. I'm behind in the video. You're talking about mega servers. I was watching the claims of Unreal Engine 6 and they make it sound like mega servers will be possible in AI mobs. Well, we don't even have official information on Unreal Engine 6. If you're watching a video on Unreal Engine, it's probably speculative, but Unreal has not really made any definitive statements on Unreal Engine 6. The only thing I think they've mentioned is that they want to do whatchamacallit, something with like processing, like, and that's actually going to happen with Unreal Engine 5.8 or something like that, that they're cutting down on some kind of processing power or multi-threading or something like that. Or maybe it was with 5.7 with multi-threading, but they said that Unreal Engine 6 is going to be full multi-threading for processing, which is going to be really, really huge for just overall like performance. But Let me see. The fish crate might be at the bottom of the lake, unless someone grabbed it. Well, it was on my mount. How did my mount despawn? I wasn't even that far away. It's so weird. Like, and again, I do sport fishing a lot, and it's only now or the past couple of days that I've been experiencing these issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, that to me is just very weird. Like, I don't understand why that's been happening lately. Let me see, bro. Worst luck with fish ever since Intrepid came back. I know, it's just something's odd. Like, something is going on. Like, and it's not fun. It's not fun to experience. That is for sure. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I'm actually really upset. Because like I was having a pretty good, you know, I was always getting about 3 fish in my crates, but ever since this whole fish going out of bounds thing, I don't know. Like, it's been so stupid. Like, your fish should never go out of bounds. That is the dumbest shit in the world. And this is why I think they need to add like a better mini game, right? Like, if you want to add a button for me to hold down, for me to like reel in the fish or something, like, you know, or to have some kind of tension or pressure for the fish getting too far, like, fine, you know what I mean? But if you're just gonna do a simple Simon Says game, like, why are you having to literally go out of bounds? Like, that to me makes no sense. Like, could you imagine if AFK fishing was like that? Like, oh, you're too far. Like, the fish is going too far. You can't get it. Like, what? I don't know. It just, to me, is like, just either it's a bug, which I think more realistically, that's probably what's going on. It's literally a bug. But if it is intended for that to happen, that is the shittiest mechanic I've ever seen. Like, beyond shitty. Like, that's not it. I'll tell you that right now. That's not it for gameplay. So now I'm back to about a gold, which, you know, better than nothing. But I have to get my shit back up. That is for sure. Okay, let me go to the mailbox real quick to make sure that I don't have any fresh mail for some gold. But the good thing is, guys, is that I actually was able to get my last storage tab in Jova. So I purchased all my storage tabs in Jova. So that's really, really good. Next thing I want to do is start working my item tab. So I have 2 5 gold item tabs in the 10 gold one. So I want to go ahead and get those going, because I do need more space for my item stuff, since, you know, I have these left to do. But yeah, I was able to buy all my storage tabs now, so I have all this fucking space, which is really fucking nice. And then I think what I'm going to do now is, like, once I get that done, I'm going to start working on the other settlements and get those ones for 5 gold. Especially first one's going to be New Ayla, that's for sure, because that's where all my lumberjacking shit is. Any novice tools with quality a thing or not? Yes. There's actually a mining pick. It's a void breaker. It's called a void breaker mining pick. It's a novice one that has quality and spoils on it. So, yeah, let me see if I can actually find it. Void breaker, or let me just see if I can, weaponsmithing, void break. That's what it's called. So it's called a void break mining pick. And you can find these on the auction house for not that expensive. But yeah, this is a really good one for initiate. Usually about 3 gold. Oh, is it called slag breaker? Let's see. Oh, it's another one right there. Slag breaker's mining pick. So there's the void one and the slag breaker. Wow, this one requires dry dashboard and glittering steel ingots. Jesus. 404 durability? That is nutso. Flag Breaker is the Journeyman's version. That's crazy. But I believe the glittering steel ingot, you can only make it the Befallen. Yeah, that's what I mean. You can only make it at the forge. Requires one of those. 5 copper. 6 dry dashboards. I can make dry dashboards now, finally, but it's expensive. Slag Breaker is the best one. One of our guys had. Our guys searched for the recipe for me in the forge. Slavo of 555, thank you so much for the follow, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, I'm just curious, like, you know, so for people that are initiates, I mean, that's going to be a really, really good one. Like, it's kind of cool that they have different, like, even you can make, you have to be able to be a journeyman to make this novice thing, but it's a really good novice one to make. I hope they do that for all the different tiers, to be honest with you. To really be honest, I want some of this shit to have an actual passive with it. Like, so yes, quality and spoils is great, but imagine having, like, I don't know, like a passive ability on it that like works as you're mining or has some kind of effect, like on the, like a bonus basically, because this is a kind of a rare one to get and a pretty hard one to make, you know, in the grand scheme of things of the other tools. So like, why can't it have, yeah, having spoils and quality, great, but it needs to have like a little bit more, you know what I mean? So I hope they have that kind of foresight to see, like, you know, like the way Steven talked about bags, right? There's gonna be certain bags that, you know, may take you looting an ash pile a lot longer, like double the time because of that certain passive that's on a bag. Because you might have some bags that are more PvP oriented, or you may have some bags that are more PvE oriented or more gathering oriented, or, you know, whatever, right? So I think they need to lean into that more for this shit. Let me see. Also, Slagbreaker shirt and skivvies, chance to drop extra copper or something. Oh, interesting. Is there actual shirt? Who makes the shirt? Is it tailoring? Oh, there's a Slagbreaker's bag. Interesting. Huh. Oh, it's a radiant bag. So it has spoils and quality on it. Hmm. Crazy. That's crazy. Is what it is. All right, let's go try to find another gathering spot. Actually, let me put this stuff in the bank. I'll just take the regular copper with me. I don't give a fuck. All right. Out we go. I think all markets should be connected for search purposes only, but you still have to go to that town to pick it up. I think once they actually do the new revamp to the marketplace and make the UI more like a fucking auction house and not like the way it currently is now, I think it would be kind of interesting to see, like, oh, well, this item is, so you basically can search or have like a box that says Jova, and then only the auctions in Jova will show up, but you can choose like Nuela or choose whatever, right? So yeah, like having them be connected to where you can see the thing, but you have to go to that settlement to pick it up. I would be totally down with that, to be honest with you, because the only reason why I'm saying that is because there are discords and there are people that are trying to actually do that online. Because I can tell you this right now, if it's better and it's more efficient to have to go to the website to sell your shit than it is to do it in game, people will do that 100%. And I think the game, you need to be able to do shit in the game, but you know, because the API is not there, it is going to be a little bit more cumbersome. But if the UI is better, and if you know a lot of people are on that website all trading and auctioning stuff out, it's gonna be very similar to like the PoE auction house, right? Same thing. But I don't know. It just needs to be something different like that. What do you think about bags being used for storage? Like you mean in your storage, like you use a bag instead of like the actual storage tab itself? Or are you talking like the general storage compared to the herbing storage or the lumberjacking storage? Like what do you mean? Okay. So yeah, all that stuff needs to be readjusted. Like I'm actually fine with the general storage. I think that's fine. But I've said this before too. I think there needs to be more options than what the current options are, which is basically right now everyone's just resorting to general storage. But the other options like the mining storage needs to be bigger, needs to have a higher stack size. But I feel like there also needs to be profession tabs too, to where you can put in like all your processing materials, like all of your, like imagine being able to have like a metalworking tab that you can put in your fragments and it goes up to stacks of 100, right? On each slot. So if you're a metal worker, you can be able to put in like thousands of stuff in a single tab, you know, potentially, you know, that to me would be a very good thing. Like if you're like that's where I hope they go with. Like they need to have very specialized tabs because you only have a finite amount of them. Like if we have a metropolis, that means you're only ever going to have 7 tabs, which yeah, it seems like a lot for sure. But for how much shit we need in this game, you need to have more specialized storage that upgrades either with citizenship or upgrades with something. I think citizenship is a very good tie to it, but you can also tie it to like gold if you wanted to, which I don't want it to lean in that way. I think tying it more to citizenship would be a better idea. So imagine you being an aristocrat and you have the most amount of stack size, you have the most amount of storage spaces, you have like the least amount of taxes, like, you know, all that stuff. So having a reorganized button like bag on would be cool too. Well, I guess it depends on how it reorganizes it, right? Because there's some people that don't like the way certain add-ons organize things. Like like you saw my stuff. I'm very meticulous, and right now I haven't even gone full organization yet in my tabs. Like some of my tabs are still not the way I want it to, but I'll do that later. Because I'm very much like I'm very color coded. I'm very OCD about where all my shit goes. All my jewels need to be in a certain way. All my metals need to be a certain thing. Like, I mean, it's just, I'm very OCD about shit like that. So, you know, we'll see. Your bag quality increases your bank storage. I don't know how that would work because you swap bags out so often. Like what does that work? What happens to stuff that is at a certain stack size or whatever, and you remove the bag to put another bag on, you know? Oh wait, I always thought that the bags you carry should be the storage in your bank. Just swap a bag for the specialized storage, then it's a bag slot in your bank. Oh, yeah. I mean, I mean, either way, I mean, whether it's a bag or whether it's a tab, like you're still having to buy it, or you know, again, I know you can't make your tab the way you would make a bag, but I just think, you know, I think the way PoE did it with their storage and how much unique storage tabs you can get to fill up your spots, like I think Ashes needs to have that because PoE has a very elaborate gathering system with like all the shit you need for like enchanting, or because I know you don't technically have gear or whatever, but you do. I mean, well, you do have gear, but you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of stuff basically that you have to store. And you think of Ashes, there's a lot of shit you have to store. So having like a PoE storage system in Ashes, I think would be really fucking amazing. And especially if it's stuff that you have to earn, because in PoE you just buy it like with real money. $20 you can buy like fucking a lot more storage tabs and yada yada yada. But of course in an MMO, people want to be able to earn shit, not feeling like they have to buy it through like a pay to convenience type of way. But that's, you know, what I kind of want. Do you know if we are capped at 3 bags, or are they planning to increase the amount of bags you can carry? That's a good question. I don't think that question's ever been asked. At least, I mean, if it has been asked, I don't know the answer to that question. It's 3 bags currently, at least on your person. I don't know if they'll ever extend it. But I feel like the bags are just literally just getting bigger and bigger. You know what I mean? So imagine, so this is a journeyman with like, 9 slots. So imagine a master with 12 slots. So now you have 2 master bags, and then imagine a grandmaster bag with 15 slots. And, the 15 slots can stack up to like 150 each. Like that's, and maybe that's a plain grandmaster bag. What if like there's a more specialized version where it can stack up to 400 instead? So there could be some kind of like mix and match of like, would you rather have more stats towards your artisanship, or would you rather have more stack size? Would you rather have more quality? Would you rather have like more spoils? Like, I mean, and there could be different bags for all sorts of different things. You know what I mean? Oh shit, I'm already selling my zinc. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Need to make that money. And that's pretty much like what I'm going to do. If I can't make money through the sports fishing, I'm just gonna have to make money selling what I got on my bank. Because, yeah, a legendary journeyman bag will have the most storage possible. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I think posing the question, I mean, what would be a good stat? Like, would one more bag, be beneficial? Well, of course, right? Because this game is such a gathering simulator. Like, more bags would just be more helpful. But I also don't want them to nerf the way the current bags are, because I don't know, like, I feel like most games do this kind of like a give and take kind of thing. And I just don't know. I don't want them to fuck with what we currently got. You know what I'm saying? We still don't have anything regarding the lists. I was just looking right now to see, because I'm like, dude, it's already, I've been streaming for over 2 hours. Like, it's already 9 p.m. my time. I'm going to stream probably for 1 more hour. I'll stream till like 10 p.m. But I was sort of hoping that by now they would have released something. The Dupesteins list. It ain't coming this week. Could be. And you could be right. Oh no, I just figured it would have been really good content to like read off and see what guilds. I just want to see what guilds really. Like, I don't even care about the name. Well, I mean, I may not even know none of the names of the characters, but I just wanted to see the guilds mostly, like what guilds are on there. I thought Steven said next week on the list. Well, he said yesterday that it was going to be today. He said it's on his desk. It just, I don't know if he's just got to post it, or if he got to write a report, or maybe they're still like figuring out, like what all needs to be doxed, or like not doxed, but what all needs to be, like maybe omitted. I don't know if they're going to do full lists, because the way that it's always seemed to me is that they didn't want to do it out of legal reasons, but other games have done it like full names. So it's like, if they weren't worried about doxing and stuff like that, then like maybe there isn't a legal reason or anything like that. Yeah, I was gonna say there are no legal reasons. That's what I mean. Like,
I
don't know. I feel like we're just.
Well. Let me see that.
I feel like we're just kind of waiting it out. Basically, I still think we could potentially get it today or tonight. Yeah, I think honestly it's in the best interest for Steven to do it. I don't understand why he wouldn't, because it's honestly going to be only good things. Like, who in the community is going to be upset that they released a list? Literally no one. This is only going to be a boon towards people like me, like content creators, that can say to people on YouTube videos that, hey, look, our fucking game like permabans people who are fucking shit up. Like, does your game fucking do that? Guarantee you they don't. And, I think it's a good thing. Like I said, it only promotes positivity in that sense. Whoever they got their name on it. Not going to be happy. Oh yeah. Well, sorry you got caught. Sorry you fucking got caught doing the thing that you shouldn't have been doing in the fucking first place. I don't know. In my opinion, just get fucked. I don't know. Like I hate cheaters. Like you fucking buy gold, you dupe, you exploit. Like I don't need you in this game. I don't need you in this test. Go do something else. I just, I don't know. Like I'm in the mindset right now where I'm just sort of sick of it. I'm sick of it. I don't care for it. It's not helping the game. It's not helping the community. I'd rather those people be gone for sure. Since it's a cheater list, first name going to be, yeah, he just freaking puts it in, GM hacks all the time, you know, Jesus. Can't even, play his game without his, cheat codes and his built-in game genie. I miss those days, dude. Do you remember the game genie for like Nintendo? Had to put in the cartridge and the game genie, and then you had to put in there, and then you put in like the 7 or 6 digit code, and you could have like invincibility and like unlimited lives. Oh man, those were the days, dude. Those were the days. The early 90s. I miss those days. All right. Well, we got to go and find. So apparently I saw a list, or like a list. We have list on the brain. I saw a photo of someone doing all the sports fishing holes, and there was one here, one here, one here, and one here. I didn't know there was one here actually. But someone posted that this is actually a sports fishing spot. I never knew that. I've never been here to sports fish. Like the ones that I knew about was here, 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 and here. But apparently there's 2 here. There's one here, and there could be one here up north, and there could also be one here as well, which I did not know about this spot either. And there's another 2 here and here, which I didn't know about these 2. But yeah, I didn't even know about some of those other ones. I was like, wow, that's kind of nuts. I'm glad I saw that photo. It's pretty nutty. That's actually something that bothers me a bit when he uses GM powers during the live streams. I get why, but it doesn't have a great look. Yeah, I think a lot of people like don't like when Steven just does stuff, but I get it from his point of view that he wants to be able to showcase certain parts of the systems in like an undeterred manner. Because I can tell you this, like, I don't think the Harbingers was a great example of this, but I think Firebrand was a really good example of Steven not being able to die, because he got some really cool shots of like the mechanics and all the shit that was going on, like, and basically being like a spectator kind of thing. That was really, really, really cool, like in my opinion. Yeah, I can definitely see it. Like, I think having 2, and again, they did this really well in the Firebrand live stream, where they had like several points of view. So they had Steven's unkillable point of view, but then they had like other developers and just other people's point of view that they also had. Of course they could die and shit. So like, I think that to me is like one of the best viewing experiences, is seeing it from like Steven's angle, which is like unkillable, but then seeing it at other people's angles that, you know, have to like dodge and actually do the mechanics kind of thing. So yeah, kind of my thing. Yeah, but fast travel is lame, especially for new players. He should demonstrate the reality of the time sink required for some of these systems. I mean, as far as time travel, or time travel, it's like going from point A to point B. Like, I feel like they never really ever did a live stream that showcased like, hey, we're going to go from this point to that point. Ever. Like, everything's always just been in like in a very small area, you know. The sports fishing one, I believe. Well, it's kind of like they did the segment in the sports fishing thing, and then they cut to the Harbingers. So it wasn't like a time jump thing. It was literally just them going from like, okay, we caught our fish, and then they cut to the saltwater stuff, did it there, and then cut to the Harbingers event. No, he cheated on the speedboat. I might have to rewatch it again. That was one live stream I literally watched like once, so I probably got to watch that again. But I mean, again, I agree. Like, I mean, I just think it's something Steven's always done for years and years and years. I don't know if you're gonna get him to stop doing that. Tell your idol to make tanks decent. Everyone abandons them just like mages, and everyone else can't farm solo. Bro, he knows about tanks. Like, Nice is a tank main. Roar is a tank main. Both of those content creators have been very fucking vocal about how shit tanking is. Like, I am not a tank main, but even me, the only problem I have with tank is the name fucking tank. I've never been a fan of the tank in Ashes of Creation be called tank. There are no tanks in this fantasy game. Why is this thing labeled a tank? How would they even know what the word tank is? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's only there for players to be like, oh, we need a tank. You know what I mean? It's like, I get it, but it doesn't feel good. You know? No fast travel is good. We need some faster travel. Current movement's too slow. I completely agree. I personally believe we should have flight paths. And if you're going to get on a flight path, you can't have any materials on you. Like, very simple. Like, if you want to go from, let's say, Jova to like the Anvils and go to like Valdegem or whatever, you should be able to fly there. Like, on a one-way thing, just like classic WoW did. But in Ashes, you can't carry any materials with you. So if you go over there, then, you know, you're not going to be able to, yeah, we need a Verra taxi service. Honestly, I would love that too. I really would. I think it would be kind of cool if there was like an NPC that actually went around the different settlements and just basically made stops, sort of like a bus, you know, and it was faster than amount. Like, let's say it went 200% speed. So if you basically just wanted to like AFK go somewhere, you can just get on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with all those things personally. Give us some peaceful flying whale. Jesus. I mean, I think again, wasn't one of the superpowers a Zeppelin? Or like there was going to be some kind of like a blimp thing in Ashes? Like, I got to go back to the wiki, but I could have sworn that was going to be something. That sounds cool, but then make it attackable or something too. I mean, if they want to make something like that attackable, I guess they could, but like my whole thing is that I do agree. I think there needs to be some kind of a faster travel ecosystem within the game, like for sure. The only question is like, should you be able to write that and have materials on you and sort of be in an AFK fashion? Maybe, but then you can also potentially get killed too, right? If someone goes combatant status and wants to start killing people on that thing, you know, risk reward, right? They could do something like that as well. I don't know if they should or shouldn't, but it's a conversation worth having, I think, for sure. No, I think caravans with an extra seat utilities can have people sit on inside. Well, personally, I think caravans are way too fucking slow. That is not faster travel. That is just lazy travel. I think that's probably a more accurate word you can say. But I don't know. We'll see. We might have feel a bit different when gliding mounts are a thing. Potentially. I mean, there's still a lot of things that we don't have on the docket yet, for sure. Can I make a gameplay request? Sure. Can. There's a, hey, I'm lost with acquiring a tailoring recipe. Could you help? There's a journeyman tailoring hunting bag that has 30 plus base quality, but nowhere online says how to acquire. Do you know what the name of that bag is? Because a lot of the stuff in here isn't going to tell you how it's acquired. Is it this one right here? The Slag Breaker's mining bag? Journeyman hunting bag? Like one of these? Like this one right here? Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't all of these bags, like, aren't they available on the vendor? Like the basic ones? If it's a basic journeyman bag, it can be locked behind master or grandmaster upgrades needed on the tailoring station before the recipe unlocks. The good ones come from the master storefront. Oh, okay, so you don't even have to buy or wait for the vendor. It's just a matter of the upgrade happening. So there is a tailoring station here on Shoal. Right here, the textile mill. Buildings. So here's the factories, fabrication. Are these them or? Oh wait, no, textile mill. Building upgrades. So it's a weaving one. So this one's a master weaving one. So this one isn't going to give you the tailoring bag. So maybe Marilith potentially, or so that's what you got to find. You got to find where the textile mill is, clicking on it. Then you got to go to buildings and then see where the upgrade is. Because if the upgrade is on the weaving side, then that's not going to be the building you want to go to, right? You want to go to the one that says master tailoring. None on Shoal are master tailor yet. Oh, okay. Well, that's why Maggie's, Maggies, I think that's how you probably say it, Maggies. Because no, there's not a single settlement in Shoal yet that has a master tailor upgrade yet. So that's why you can't find it. Oh, okay. I wish it would specify. Brother, there's a lot of things in Ashes Creation that I wish it would specify. This game is way too fucking complex. Thank you. No problem, brother. It's all good. Like I said, it was a group effort. A lot of people here very much know way more about this than me, especially Mag. Mag is like the econ genius here, so I appreciate his input too. Because yeah, this game is very complex. This game has a lot of moving parts to it, and most new people, it's everything. I think a lot of things are going to go over their head. Because even for me, as someone who's been in this community for 5 years and has been playing the game for over a year, a lot of shit goes over my head. So I can't even imagine as a new player playing this and not understanding a single thing about the game, and you're trying to literally learn as you go. It's a shit show. Like it is. It's a lot. It's a lot. Let me see. I'll tell you on the vendor that it needs an expansion, but yeah, it should probably have an indicator on the artisan panel, in my opinion. Yeah, no, for sure. At least it has chicken. Soon it'll have chicken. Soon. All right, let's go here. I don't even know if this spot is up. I don't even know if I want to even go there. This was the spot that I had 3 in a row fucking go out of bounds. So I really don't even know if I want to even go over here or not. Because yesterday I was really proud of myself. I was like, man, I actually kept my composure really well. Because usually I don't. Usually I do not hold my composure that well. But you guys kept me accountable, which I really do appreciate that. Hold on real fast. So there's nothing here, which means I can go and check here now. Did you run like Forest? I did, and I did not catch them. They all fucking escaped through my fingers, which left me very much upset. Very, very much upset. But it is what it is. It is what it is. From what I hear, it might be bugged on top of as well. Oh my god. Yeah, because I saw people just not even... And that's the thing too, like in Halcyon it was bugged. Like over here. Like people weren't even going to it anymore because it was just like, there was no point, you're just wasting your lures. And I wasted 3 here. And it's just like, it's dumb. But it's like, you know, I get it. It's literally the first iteration of this system, you know? Like we have so much shit to like figure out and do. Want to buy list? Brother, I want to buy a list too. Like tell me where I can buy. I want it. I want it now. That's what we're waiting for, man. I stream for about 2 hours, but I'm going to wait till 10 o'clock. Wait till 10 o'clock. And if it's not out by 10 o'clock, then, well, maybe not tonight. My luck, it'll probably release at 10:30 and I'll be off stream. So then we'll discuss it tomorrow, if that's the case. But I feel like if it does go live tonight, maybe I'll just come back for a little bit and we'll talk about it for like 30 or 40 minutes. But I don't know. Like I'm still debating. Like if it does release like super late tonight, I'll probably just save it for tomorrow, to be honest. That's my thing. Oracle. You said you had a game request? I didn't even hear what your game request was. Can you check how good the mountain range is in the new Ayla that borders the June Dark? Oh, it's not good. I did check. I mean, I can go to it after I just want to look over here first to see if that sport fishing spot is up. But yeah, I have been there. I don't like the way it looks. I think it looks so bad. This mountain range used to look really cool. I don't think it looks particularly good anymore, in my opinion. I don't like it. Let me see. I could say my first caravan of this phase. It's outside of Jova, probably Quest Caravan. Why do you think it will drop? I don't think it will be this week. Well, the other reason why I say it would drop this week is because of what Steven said. So, I mean, we'll see. Like, it may not drop, but I mean, the way Steven talked about it yesterday, it seems like it was going to come out today. So, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, I'm like, I would like for it to release today, but if it doesn't, it's all good. No biggie off my nose. Yeah, I mean, honestly, caravans, man, I really want caravans to just be better. Caravans right now are just so, like, they're so slow. Like, they don't offer the rewards that the crates do, especially like, and how, like, having 3 crates and then just going from like one destination to another, and how fast you go in comparison to a caravan. Like, I feel like one thing with the crates that would really slow down players is if you didn't go that fast. Like, literally, when you get a caravan, you're literally going to like walk speed, like literally. So imagine if your base mule went walk speed. I think that would deter a lot of people from running them because you're just going so fucking slow, you know? So I don't know. Like, I feel like the base of the mules need to be adjusted for sure. Like, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. There's just so much that they have to do. Like, I mean, every system that's going on in phase 3 right now, like, some need major work. Some need to be literally revamped, like the fucking treasure map system. And there's just some that just need more additions, you know? So it's like all around, like it's like you can spin a fucking wheel and realize like how much shit needs to be worked on. Like, it's nutty. You need to have GM stuff in mind though. It can't be too fast later on. No, for sure. Like, and I think right now it's way too fucking fast. Like, I think it's way too fast at a base. So, there's no sports fishing spot here. Oh well, is what it is. Or they could buff the caravans, leave the mules the way they are. Not sure. Honestly, I think what they need to do is they need to nerf the speed of mules. I'm not saying those need to be walk speed, but I do think they need to buff the caravan speed at a base. I think the base speed of caravans is way too fucking slow. It's way too lumbering. Like, it just feels like, and honestly, the upgrades don't even feel that much better either. Like, once you start getting like better wheels or better this or better that, like, it doesn't feel too much better with the amount of investment you got with the rarities or like some of the different things. Like, I don't know. I just feel like they're just, that whole system just needs a lot of tuning. You know what I mean? And it needed that tuning even in phase 1 and phase 2. Even when caravans were like good, the whole, like the actual caravan system and the component system, like still needs so much adjustment. And we haven't even had a single bit of adjustment on any of it. So I don't know. It's just very, it's like worrying, but it's like there's just still so much that we have to do, you know. Gonna have Vladis, great stream. Take care, brother. Maverick, thank you so much for showing up, brother, man. I really appreciate it, man. Have a good night. Happy Friday. Caravans need defensive spells, etc. Yeah, well, caravans need a lot. Like caravans just need a shit ton, man. Like, I don't know. It just, and I don't even know what they want to work on. Like, that's the other thing too, is like, you know, if Intrepid could just snap their fingers, I'm sure they would just rather have all the systems just be at a good point. But, you know, realistically, they got to pick their battles. And I'm just wondering what battles they want to pick for quarter 1, you know, because there's just so much they need to do. They needed big buffs, especially with storage. Yeah. Well, they also need better gold incentives too, in my opinion. Like if we're trying to remove some of the gold incentive from crates, then I think the caravans need to have some buffs for gold as well. And I kind of want the system too to be able to, if the driver wants, to be able to split percentages to people. Like I think that would be another really, really good thing to do as well. So like imagine if like you are in a group with like 8 people and you're going to go and run a caravan, and before you set out, you can have it to where the game awards every person a percentage, like including yourself. So that way it just splits it evenly. Any defender that ends up coming up won't do a split, but if you want to give them a portion or give them maybe materials or give them like something for their time, then you can do that of your own free will. But I think especially for guild groups would be, you know, really awesome to do that, you know, so that way you're not having to like, here's a little bit of gold, here's a little bit of gold, like you're just opening trading windows and all that. Like I think the game should do something to give the gold out to players like that. Let's see, they need quests and story arcs ASAP, new POIs, arenas, they keep people happy for the rest of the year. Oh yeah, well there's a lot of things they can add to keep people happy for the rest of the year. But it's just a lot of work. And I'm just curious, like where some of that work has been, you know what I mean? From this past year, like what has been worked on, what still needs work, what needs adjustment, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like there's just a lot. I relapsed, Vlad. I resubbed to WoW and bought Midnight. Oh. Brother, I've been keeping the faith. I have not done that. I have not resubbed. I don't have Midnight. Now, Roar is the one that tries to keep me addicted. He's the one that always, like, you know, threatens me with a good time. You know, I don't know. But I haven't done that. I haven't bought Midnight. I haven't done anything WoW related. The last thing I did WoW related was play the Legion remix, which, not gonna lie, I did have fun doing that. That was actually a lot of fun. Outside of that though, didn't do it. Haven't really touched retail too much. So I'm going to go to New Ayla. I'll show you guys the mountain range because there's a lot of mines that I can do here too. So it's like a twofer. You feel dirty? You should, brother. You absolutely should. You should feel dirty, dude. I'm just going to call you Dirty Dan now. Dirty Dan. I mean, I get it, man. Like, you know, this is why I think a lot of us want Ashes to succeed, man, because it's just, you know, like, as much as we're playing Ashes, we're doing stuff in the game, like we're seeing all these things that still need fucking work, still need these systems to keep me more engaged, to keep me excited to log in. And there's just not enough. Like there's literally not enough. Like I was talking to Roar and we're having a discussion about this, that right now, like early access players are going to look probably within the first 30 days and realize there's just not enough to keep me interested to keep testing. And that's true. It's very, very, very true. Like there's not much, like, unless you're going to start creating new alts, and then start testing like classes, which that can provide some like really good content or like long form content for you. But if you're just on one class and you're trying to just experience the game, well, you're going to run out of shit very quickly. And then you're going to realize the shit that you do have to do can be very time consuming, like gathering, like processing, like crafting. But then to what end? Okay, now you have all this gear. What are you going to do with it? Well, there's no PvP. The end game story arc event doesn't work. There's no high-end dungeons you can do. There's world bosses, but you can't do that by yourself. So, like, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what most players are coming to the conclusion with, man. It's just like, so, you know, it is what it is. And that's why I tell players, like, don't feel afraid or don't feel bad. So just take a break. You did everything you wanted to do. Cool. Step away. Now do something else. You know, go do something else until there's more content for you. What I can do AOC is always down when I get home. Oh yeah, true. I'll be happy to see the rest of the year when I see Z Batango on the list. Well, he's in Vice, and I know him, and I've heard a lot of mixed things, and I haven't talked to Tango since my 1v1 with him, but apparently they're known for RMT. A lot of people have messaged me and be like, hey, Vice is known to be RMTers. So I have no proof. I have nothing to say that they are or aren't, but we'll just see when the list comes out. You know, my thing. That'll prove or disprove what's been going on to an extent, because I believe there should be a shit ton of people on there, especially botters, but I don't know how many of those people we're going to get. You know what I'm saying? Is it just me, or does tank feel like more like a DPS than fighter? Because I've gotten fighter and tank to level 15, and I can absolutely deal more damage as a tank and have more survivability. As someone who's never played tank, I can't confirm nor deny, but as someone who has played fighter several times, I do love fighter. I love fighter. Now, of course, I'm probably not going to have the same survivability as a tank, but you know, the survivability on a fighter, I think, is okay for what it is. But I don't think the tank or I don't think fighters should have this ultimate survivability either, because that's not their role. Like, their role is to do damage. Like, should they have a defensive cooldown? Absolutely. And I think blood fusion is okay. I think, again, blood fusion needs a lot more support. I think blood fusion, in my opinion, needs to be redesigned. I think it should actually be a legit defensive and not this like blood siphoning thing. Personally, or maybe there's a passive that can augment it differently. But yeah, there's just a lot of the fuck's up with the lighting here. Why is it? Am I just like in the void or something? Like, what's going on? Planning the lighting. Okay, there's like a basalt here. Oh, I love it too. I didn't mean it like that, but you should play tank to level 10 or just even level 5 and see how it feels. It really feels tank is just great all around. Even the tank skills feel great. Well, again, I've talked to my buddy Roar, who is a tank in every MMO. He tanks mainly in WoW. Every MMO he plays tank, and he doesn't have good things to say about tank. He says tank is fine. It's serviceable, but it's boring. Like, out of all the tanks he's played in a lot of other MMOs, he says Ashes' tank is the most safest, boringest tank. Like, it's functional. It does what a tank should do, but there's nothing about it that makes it stand out or makes it like fun, you know, in comparison to like a Death Knight, in comparison to like a Druid, or like, it's just, you know. And then there's Dusty. Well, Dusty plays tank too. I don't know. Like, again, I don't talk to Dusty. You know, I don't have like private Discord conversation with him like I do Roar. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, and Roar converted to Summoner because he just didn't like the tank. Like, the tank was just very boring to him. Oh, okay, see, I never play tank in any MMO. I'm more of a fighter / mage type. See, I'm more of a hunter / warlock type. And here I am playing fighter in Ashes. So, I mean, I guess it's weird for all of us. You know what I mean? We're all adjusting to what's going on. Ooh, a limestone. Can I get some iron, please? Oh my God. If I can get epic iron, I can sell that shit for ridiculous. The people are selling epic iron right now for a lot. It's just fucking limestone. Yeah, for what I fucking give for a Death Knight. Yeah, I know. Like, I mean, and again, with the 64 class system, I feel like Ashes does have potential, but I'm not going to hold my breath for that potential. I just want to see what it is first before I make any kind of assumptions. Because I don't want to make assumptions on their 64 class system. I just want to see it for what it is, and then I can make statements based on what I see. Because I just don't want to get in the weeds of everything, you know? As a summoner type lover, Vlad, would you prefer to have one large summoner or many smaller summons that you can control them? So I am not a fan of controlling summons. I'm a fan of controlling my character and my summons just doing what they do. Like, I am not a fan of the micromanagement of summons. And coming from like vanilla WoW, where I had to fucking control my one tiger or monkey or gorilla or bear, that shit was annoying. I did not like that. And right now, that's kind of like what you have to do in Ashes. You have to kind of control your summon to a degree. And that kind of gameplay to me just isn't fun. When I'm having to control, like, no, I don't want you to be over there, I need you to be over here. Or no, I don't need you to be casting that, I need you to cast this over here. Like, I don't know, that to me just isn't like what I like. My fantasy though has always been like, especially in WoW, like I played Demonology, summoner control so far as blah. Yeah, I don't know. It is like, I like Demonology Warlock and WoW, like where I have like this kind of demon army of shit. And it's like really cool to be like this master demonologist and have like, you know, my goblins, have my fell hunters, and have like my fell reaver, and, you know, like, and then I can summon like bigger demons. And it's like, I don't know, like that to me is like really, 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 really cool. But oh, I didn't know that guy was there. Oh, that guy's a bot? Should I kill him? Why can't I attack him? Oh, this character is protected from unintentional PvP actions. Participating in PvP temporarily removes his protection. Motherfucker. All right. Motherfucker. I really hope they get to that shit. He'll level eventually. Oh yeah, he will. It'll probably take him a while. Like if he's a fresh level 10, it's gonna be a bit. Oh no, is this guy a freak? Okay. Oh, I don't think that guy's a bot. See, it's so easy to figure out who's like a real person and who isn't. It's so fucking obvious. But then it's like you see these fucking bitches, and they're always summoners. Like it's weird. Like someone pointed out in the Discord how all the bots are summoners. I wonder why that is. Like, why did they choose summoner? I don't understand why. The heal? I mean, but why don't play a cleric? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. To me, it's just weird. Or a bard. Like, bards have a heal. They're really good at damage. It's just interesting why summoners the play there. All right, here we go. You know what? I should fucking pop. I never pop these. Like, I gather so much and I never pop. Like, if I would have popped this, I would have gotten a lot of experience. I just always forget to fucking pop my gathering shit. I need to make some more. I actually have rubies that I can make some more uncommon. So make some more uncommon novice scrolls. It is what it is. I don't really care. See, maybe to look at a new plane, the new class, or maybe it's easier to bot a summoner than other classes. I don't think it's easier to, because it's still a simple Python script. So I don't know if that's really the play. It just feels interesting that every single bot has been a summoner. Dude, I really hope that they bring on the secondary archetypes. They allow us to put on the characters at level 10 to 12-ish, so we can actually test it without having to get to 25. Well, yeah, that's the thing that I've been interested about. And I've said this before, is why do we have to be level 25 to then make our class? Like, why can't it be level 15? This was conversations I was having on my 1v1 podcast years ago. Like, I've never been of the mentality of having something like that unlock so late, personally. Because I think you can have it be earlier and not really have it mess with the system too much, personally. The reason I was asking for the fantasy of Warlock is because of the world design I'm making. I know people like one big summoner they can control, or some others prefer swarms of creatures. I'm trying to make stuff unique. Yeah, I think for me, I've always been more of a fan of my summons just do, like, I like a permanent summon that I don't have to fuck with too much. Like, whatever I attack, the summon attacks, right? Or like if I'm attacking an NPC or a mob, my summon automatically starts attacking the mob when I attack the mob, like stuff like that. And I like abilities that can call more summons for a certain duration of time. So they're temporary summons. Like, I'm a fan of more temporary summons than I am like permanent summons, if that makes any sense. But yeah, either way, when he hits 11, he's dead. Yeah. That's the one thing I do like about this game, because like you see botting in Lost Ark, or you see botting in like a lot of the other games, and there's like nothing you can fucking do about it, because there's like, you know, it's safe, you know. Oh, this is a PvE server, so there's like, you know, I think the only thing you can do is like the PvE, like mob training potentially, but you know. What do you think of Dreadmist? Dreadmist. Is that the brand new PV or brand new MMO that just came out? I haven't seen too much of it, so I don't know what to think of it, really. MMOs are too resource heavy to have mass amounts of summoned skeletons run around. Yeah, I mean, again, World of Warcraft, I mean, I was able to have like 26 mini summons out at the same time, and I think they're getting rid of that now in Midnight. So Warlock, especially Demonology Warlock, the one spec I actually did like, is going to revert to something that isn't going to be really much of a fantasy for me anymore. That's one of the main reasons why I'm just like kind of done with WoW, because I feel like a lot of the classes that I really did like, I just don't anymore, or they just don't have the same appeal to me, you know? Like, I don't know. I just don't have that same thing. To try out something new, they have to get all the way to 25 again. Why? Because of friction. Yeah, that top-down MMO that came out, apparently developed by one dude. Damn, he was developed by one dude? That's crazy. I don't know. I just think people are desperate for an MMO, man. Like, that's really what it is. Like, if you're an MMO player, if you love MMOs, Like the MMO genre is not in a good spot right now for a lot of players, you know? And so, you know, people are looking at every single avenue that comes out. Like it's why, you know, people follow people like, you know, the variety of MMO streamers like Nice or whatever to like see, you know, or Canon or Lazy Peon to see like, oh shit, there's this new MMO came out. Like, let me fucking try it. You know, we have like floating trees and shit. But all this is new. Like, I don't know. I feel like the terrain here just feels so bad. Like, all this looks terrible. Like, oh, we added this new mountain. Let's just copy paste some trees around. Like, this whole mountain range feels so unnatural. It doesn't look right. It doesn't feel right. Like, and the way it was before was fine. Like, I don't know why they needed this new mountain thing here. Like, I don't get it. There's this whole mountain thing, like when they added it in phase 2, I don't know why they did that. Noted my concept is Necromancer is crafts their summon from pieces of defeated enemies. Warlock was going to be a debuffing class, but I'm sure I could add on my Demonesque to summon on spell hits or something along those lines. Yeah, I like Necromancer, like I'm not even talking about summons, but like kind of like the like affliction warlock style, right? Where it's like you're just basically like dotting them up with like a whole bunch of like shit, right? You just see their health bar just like disintegrate kind of thing. Like that to me was like really fucking cool. Like I think affliction warlock to me was really fun back in like BC and in Wrath. Like that was like a lot. Like that was really, really cool, especially in BGs. Oh my God. So good. Like a Seed of Corruption was like one of the best fucking abilities as an affliction lock. Man, you just pop everything with fucking with corruption and just see it just like do all this big damage. It was just so much fun. So much fun. Now it's just, I don't know, retail WoW has just spawned into just something that's completely fucking different now. It's not even the same game anymore, really. I'll probably have to go to New Ayla just to go check it out. All right. Steven, where are you at? I need to know. Nothing yet? Nope. Nothing yet. People are now calling Summoner a WoW Warlock. I don't know about all that. I don't know. Again, I don't know. I would have to play it myself to figure that out. But I would say what version of WoW Warlock, because it ain't retail Warlock. But if we're talking about, let's say, vanilla Warlock, you know, potentially. Vanilla Warlock did require, just like the Hunter, a lot of like moving around with your Void Walker, with your Imp, with your Fel Guard, Fel Hunter, you know, so kind of just depends. Looks like a dude here. Oh, I thought he was just AFK. See, in the fact the summons are just all messed up, like I knew the summoner was going to be busted in the sense of like just knowing how difficult it is to make a summoner class in an MMO is just, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I want to play the summoner when it's more ready to be played. Like I probably will try out I really want to try out Ranger and Mage once the new revamped class trees come out and ranks come out, to see what potential new passives or new abilities or just like how those rotations work with those new trees. Like that's what I want to see first, you know? But Got heroic copper. Rare zinc. What else? Everything else is just kind of basic. Yeah, and the weapon ski. Yeah, the weapon reworks tree. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of reworks they got to do for the talent trees, man, in general. To be honest, I'm not even a fan of the fucking stamina tree. This shit is so boring. Like, I don't know. Like, I appreciate the fact that we have a talent tree there, but honestly, I feel like it's just more of an illusion of one. That's just me. I feel like that could just easily be baked into just you leveling. Like, because I feel like this is going to be something to where, oh, when you're level 50, you're going to have it all anyway. And I feel like, well, if we're just going to have it all anyway, then where's the real choice in the matter? Just while you're leveling? Okay, I guess. But to me, I feel like that's just nothing but an illusion of choice and not real choice. I was a fighter main until I tried mage, and it's been a blast. Yeah, I've never really been a fan of mage and WoW, but I feel like this mage in Ashes has potential. But I need a skill tree or the talent tree to reflect it. And I feel like the current tree for mage is okay, but it needs more, you know? And I just want to see what the more would look like for sure. May need some changes. I'd like to choose my elements. Well, I feel like mage needs an actual secondary resource. It's the only class right now that doesn't have one. And I feel like it really does need that. When are the reworked abilities coming out? Even any mention of the secondary types? What's that next for them to release? The staff also, are they going to have a scythe? I forget. No, I don't think scythe is on the table for a weapon type. But from what I know, that is something they're working to release in Q1. So I don't know if it's 0.19 or 0.20 update, but as far as I know, it's going to be one of those two updates that'll have the augments and either secondary augments and or the reworked talent trees. So we'll see. Yeah, I need the staff, dude. Like, how the staff was not one of the first weapons is beyond me. Like, I don't know what's going on there, but you know, there's no choices with mage. It's vanilla. Yeah, I know that's what I kind of gathered too. Every mage that I talk to, and every class is like this. Like, once you hit level 25, you pretty much have everything here. Like, where are the 30 to 40 abilities? Where are like the potentially 3 to 4 passives per skill? Where are just passives in general that affect multiple abilities or your class differently, or maybe change how your secondary resource works? Like, I want to see like a pretty beefy talent tree, and this one doesn't really do anything. Like, you at level 25, you just have everything. So again, it's more of an illusion of choice at that again. So I don't know. Just saw a tune with the guild's name, Casual Infractions. Oh my god. Why was staff not the first two-handed option for mage and casters? I know. That was my thing too, man. I don't know why maybe they had something they wanted to do with it. I'm not too sure. But a lot of stuff. I'm probably gonna dip out, guys. Like I said, I've been streaming for 3 hours now. I don't want to stream for too much longer if they're not gonna release the thing. So I'm probably just going to dip out. I really want to appreciate everybody for coming in and hanging out with me. And sorry, we don't got the lists today. Maybe we'll get it super late at night. Cause I know, of course, California time is like 2 hours before mine. So technically it's 8 o'clock over there right now. So, you know, maybe they're still there at work, or maybe Steven's still finalizing certain things or whatever. But, let me see who's ready or in the Ashes category right now. Let me see. Oh, okay. So there's Nice is streaming, Roar is streaming, Dusty is streaming, Pander is streaming. All right. Well, I'll just leave you with Roar. All right, guys. Well, you guys have a good one. Have a good time at Roars, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mañana. Have a good one. Happy Friday.